Test 1 2. Test 1 2.
Testing, testing, testing. Can you hear me, Mike?
Copy, copy. I hear you.
Can you hear? That's better, don't you think?
Yeah.
Okay, testing, testing, testing. All right, you ready, Mike?
Ready.
So back at it here at Spain Park High School with another great night of basketball. Especially, they say great night, Mike, because it's been a little icy this week, and I think we've girls have had at least 2 games canceled. I think the boys may have had 3. Some of them are going to get made up, but it's just nice to be back on the court.
Yeah, it is. It's when I know we still have cold weather tonight and tomorrow night, but then next week, about 6 days, we're going to have 68 degrees, so typical southern weather.
So boys come in, which we'll talk about a little bit before the boys game tonight, on a 3-game area win streak. The girls 1 and 2 in area play. Their lone win coming against Oak Mountain at Oak Mountain a couple weeks ago. But I think if you look at the way the girls have played, they've really made in their 2 losses, they've made them work for them.
Right, yeah. And I just spoke with Oak Mountain's coach, Coach Palmer, and much like our girls, there's a lot of transition, change of players, and also the Oak Mountain Eagles, they've changed their offense. Last year they were more of a motion, on the perimeter, and now they've gone more to like similar to the old Princeton offense, where you have the V-cuts and the back doors, and it's more of a half-court set. And I was talking to Coach, and we were talking about how likely it is that how common it is for the players to revert back to what they were doing last year.
Yeah.
So,
well, I think 2 names you're going to hear out of Oak Mountain tonight a lot are probably number 10, Reagan Whitaker. She got her 1,000-point basketball last time from previous season when Spain Park played Oak Mountain. But not only can she play inside and shoot from outside, she just is a little bit of a size mismatch for the Jaguars.
Yeah, she was a difference maker in the first game, and by far seemingly like their most productive player. They have another senior, Ella Holt. One of their players is out sick. Number 30, Addison Green, will not be dressed out tonight. But they still have a full roster other than Green.
Yeah, and the other one you got to watch out for is number 23, Caroline Kester.
Yes.
She got to see her play. She plays with my daughter during the summer, and she's good. And when she gets going, she's hard to stop. And I think she ended up having 17 in the last game. A lot of them coming in the second half, and I think she was the only one to score for them in the fourth quarter. And then last year here at Spain Park, she went off for 26. So when she gets going, if the Jags let her, they're going to have to contest every one of her shots if they want to have a chance tonight.
Yeah, I was at that matchup at Oak Mountain, and she did. She got really hot in the second half. And actually, Spain Park, did we win that game?
At Oak Mountain,
yes.
Yes, girls, they did. We came back. It was very good. It was a back-and-forth game. Girls making threes. Caroline Kester made a 3 to go up by 3. Jordan Corey comes down, makes a 3 to tie it up.
Yes.
Caroline Kester, Jags get up by 1. And it was a back-and-forth game, and then Jags ended up pulling away, winning by 4, made some free throws to ice it there at the end of the game.
Yeah, it was a very good game, and I think the key to this game, and it's not that you have a direct game plan on how to do it, but you cannot have Kester and Whitaker get going at the same time.
No.
That would be too much, so you have to limit and limit the damage and not have both players being ultra productive at the same time.
Well, I'll tell you, Jags impressed me last week at Trussville. Again, they lost, but they fought, and it's 39 to 33 to 19 going into midway the third quarter. And the Jags were really impressive off the rebounds, off the boards. Coach Hatters really worked with them getting the boards. And that's what they're going to have to do today. I think another one you got to look for the Jaguars is Z Holliger. Getting
Lone
those rebounds. Those rebounds and putbacks. I mean, those were huge. Getting some second chance points. Here we are. We're ready for the start the game, so we're going to go ahead and take you to the starting lineups. And Mike, I expect this one to go down to the wire. It's good, so don't leave your seats.
Yeah, why wouldn't it?
You're okay?
It's time to meet the starting five for your Spain Park Jaguars.
So those are maxed out?
No.
Starting at guard is 7th grader number 3.
That controls the input.
Starting at guard is junior number 4, Tori Flournoy. Starting at guard is senior number 10, Z. Henglagar. Starting at forward is sophomore number 21, Tegan Huey. And starting at forward is junior number 23, Jordan Corey. Here's the Spain Park Jaguars and coach the head coach, John Hatter.
Jordan Corey gets the rebound.
So on the floor for the Jaguars, you got Ava Leonard starting tonight in place of Nyla Calhoun, and I think that's been a good.
Yeah, both are 7th graders, correct?
They do, and he's done a good job of matching them up in different situations. They sub in for each other, and then you'll also see.
Three-pointer off the mark.
Looked like she forced that one just a little bit, Mike.
Here's Whitaker, knocked away. Tegan knocks it out of bounds.
So Z getting us started. Obviously, I think Coach Hatter definitely matching up with Reagan Whitaker, number 10 for the Eagles.
Well, it's been very successful this year. The zone defense the Jags have run. But what's problematic at every level when you run a zone defense is rebounding.
It is, but I think, too, one of the things that I think that Coach Hatter's really done effectively with this zone defense is by bringing it up so high, you're making them work to get it down in there. And it takes just some better passes all around. And you take some of them out. I mean, picking them up high like that, sometimes you can take away the pick and roll.
That was a good thought there. Jordan has it out top. Z sets the screen. Out to Tegan.
They didn't really get on there. They could have gone on there to get a 5-second call. They never really got on top of her like they needed to.
Yeah, that's a little surprising because they're playing man-to-man. Ava has the ball, guarded closely by number 3, Norris. Tori has the ball up top. Out to Ava for 3.
Got it.
Good. Nice arc, nice backspin.
It's nice to see too when she finds her stroke, especially early in the game. She usually keeps it.
There's Whitaker. Out to Norris, back to Whitaker. She threw it to Spain Park's coach.
Yeah. Well, again, that's where it comes in. And not only do they play zone, he's got them very active in that zone. And an active zone is very, I like man, but if you're active in that zone and you're not, and they recover very quickly, it's tough to score against.
It's all about personnel and fit. 5:46 remaining, first period. Spain Park 3, Oak Mountain nothing.
No fouls.
Kester to Norris to Whitaker. Whitaker drives baseline, steps on the baseline.
Yeah, that's a very, very, very good use. You know, she used her body well there. Drove her to the baseline. Did not get the blocking foul because she didn't use the, didn't hit her with the body, but cut her off and then had nowhere to go. Gets the turnover regardless.
One of the basic rules growing up when you're learning the game is cut off the baseline, force the middle if you can.
Yep.
Ava's running point. Oak Mountain still in that man-to-man defense. JoJo has the ball to Z. Ava from deep. Off the mark.
Yeah, definitely went off Jaguar foot, but you love to see number 23, Jordan Corey, get in there and try to get that rebound.
Yep, good effort. 5:13 remaining, first period. 3-0. Good defense
Turnover.
there. Tegan has the ball. She gets it back to Ava.
Got lucky they're not the ideal place to stop, but aware of where she was to make sure she didn't get across.
JoJo 4-3 off the back iron. Z tries to save it.
Ooh, I thought she got that off the Oak Mountain defender's foot. Maybe not.
Nyla's coming in, giving Z a break.
Going to go with a little smaller lineup here.
.444 remaining, first period. It's like Norris to Whitaker, back to Norris. 2-point shot off the mark. Ava's going to break away. She finishes 5-0 Spain Park.
Again, look how far they're extending Oak Mountain's offense with this defense up here. They've got them almost at what used to be the timeline in basketball.
Yes, and Oak Mountain doesn't look comfortable with it, but that was a very nice shot by number 4.
There, they got the ball movement they wanted. They caught the Jags a little bit out of position.
Ella Holt for 3. Cuts the lead down to 2, 5-3. Under 4 to play, first period. Ava drives. They're going to call the foul on the floor.
First foul of the quarter. 3:46 left to play.
They called that on number 3. First team foul for Norris. First personal foul for Norris. Ava has it up top, back to JoJo. Cross court to Nyla. Ava's up top, deep 3. Off. Nyla gets the offensive rebound. Tegan eyes a 3, thinks better of it. Good pass there.
It looks like it'll be number 33 for the Eagles.
That's Butler.
Elizabeth Butler, that's her first person. Second team foul.
Nyla inbounds. Cross court to Jordan. 3-point attempt. Off the rim a couple of times.
Those are 2 good looks she's had. They're just not falling for her.
Whitaker's going to get. They call a foul on Nyla. That's her first, team first. Whitaker gets the ball, dishes out, number 33, 3-pointer. Butler. 6 straight unanswered for Oak Mountain. They lead 6-5. 2:45 remaining, first period.
They're using Whitaker in that high post to go ahead and get that ball movement that they've been wanting.
Both offensive have good flow. moving the ball, moving without the ball. Ava drives, running one-hander off the front iron. Here comes Whitaker. She'll bring it up for the Eagles. Norris with the ball in the corner. She dribbles out. Whitaker pass to Kester. She misses the 12-footer. 6-5 Oak Mountain. Jordan drives left side. Minute 43.
MC Hunter and Z Helliger is set to check in. Going to give Tegan Huey and Ava Leonard a rest. Nyla Calhoun, Tori Florney, Jordan Corey are the other Jaguars on the floor.
Good pass.
She babied it.
Z keeps it alive. Jump ball to be Oak Mountain ball.
She babied that. That was a nice design setup play there. She was right there, just babied it just a little.
Yeah, it was a really Z sold that by going hard into that low block. Left Tori open, and she came up just a bit short. 6-5 Oak Mountain. Whitaker almost stolen there by Tori.
He's going to get MC with the foul there. MC's had a very good season so far. She's been getting better each week, but that is the one thing that if you had to find one thing that she needs to improve on, she has been getting some fouls away from the basket like that and putting her in trouble down the stretch in the game.
Inbound pass. Whitaker is trying to save it. Z gets it. Nyla has it.
Again, Jags showing no intimidation on the inside there with the size mismatch there, but I don't know with Z in there, it's not as much of a mismatch. Oh, just that tip a little bit just did enough to keep MC from being able to reel that one in. And a minute left in the first quarter.
Three-pointer does not draw iron.
Ooh, I don't know about that. That's going to be two quick ones on MC.
That's her second personal, team's third.
I don't know if I agree with that call, Mike. Looked very, very nonchalant.
We don't get a vote.
You sure?
I'm pretty positive.
Because most of the time I thought this was the side. Usually when we're calling the games, there's about 100 referees on this side.
Yeah, and coaches. Jordan with the rebound. She gets it to Ava. Ava up ahead to Nyla.
Not
No
there,
numbers.
had to know.
Kester knocks it out.
37.8 seconds left.
We've been stuck on 6-5 for a while. Good defense. Both teams are moving the ball well and getting decent looks. It's going to come down to who makes the shots.
I think Jags would say, though, that the first quarter's somewhat a little bit of missed opportunity. They had a couple of good-looking shots that didn't go in.
Good looking shot there that doesn't fall. .20 seconds remaining. Whitaker up top. Butler back to Whitaker. Back to Butler. She eyes a three, cross court. Here's three-point attempt. Wow, friendly rim there. Good three-pointer for number 23, Caroline Kester. Leads 4 at the end of 1.
Just a reminder, everybody, LED Solutions is our sponsor of Spain Park Athletics. They put in these lights for us that many of you saw. You see down on the screen for our Jaguar intro. Something the students have really enjoyed, something that's kind of elevated the atmosphere at Jaguar Arena. All the kids give me a hard time for calling Jaguar Arena. I should be calling Jaguar High School. But anyways, regardless, nonetheless, it is something that we appreciate, and we appreciate LED Solutions working over the holidays to get those in so the Jaguars can get the most out of their high school basketball experience.
Yeah, top notch. Oak Mountain cheerleaders on the court.
Will be equal opportunity here. Sorry, I'll get you over there. There we go. Had the camera in the Jaguars huddle there.
I believe we have freshman cheerleaders cheering for this game.
Why is that?
I do not know. My
Probably-
daughter's a cheerleader, and I don't know very much.
The thing there is, I mean, again, a lot of missed games this week, a lot of missed practice time, and I think probably if you ask Morgan Lambert, she's probably not happy about that being less than a month away to nationals down in Orlando.
There within lies the answer. I know they had to go to a separate gym tonight to do some tumbling work. So that's probably the reason. I don't think we're going to have varsity cheering at all tonight.
Well, that's such an important competition down there in Orlando that when you miss 4 days,
Yeah. Tegan's got the ball up top, being pressured. She gets it over to Jordan. Whitaker's on Jordan. Jordan drives right side. Nyla has it. Picks up her dribble. Back to Jordan. Let's see a little more intensity here out of Oak Mountain's defense in this half-court set. Nyla drives, tries to dish it to Zeig. Ball gets taken away by Whitaker. Butler back to Whitaker. Damron. Butler.
Feel almost like a little bit like the Jags are almost looking for too perfect a shot down there and then end up getting frustrated and end up taking one that's probably not as advised.
Ava Leonard gets the rebound. Four-point lead for the Eagles.
Nice.
Tegan cuts. Good pass. Good finish by Tegan Hewitt. 2-point.
There they were patient and they let that play develop. Jordan passed it over to ZZ, waited for the cut to finish and saw Tegan and then waited and made the good pass, didn't force it.
When you spread the floor and you're patient, the defense will, it's going to be a reach-in foul. The defense is eventually going to not necessarily fall asleep, but you're going to have more opportunities, just like that last possession.
So, Mike, since we don't have varsity cheer, will we at least get a cheer performance?
I am not sure. I think we'll have JV and freshmen cheering for this game and next game. Probably the Dazzlers too for the boys, maybe.
Here they are. We got an earring issue over here with a player for Oak Mountain, and I mean, it just blows me away that we still see those things. And we see them with everybody, Spade Park, everybody. But you've been playing at this level long enough, But again, I think some of it's a hot button. Some officials don't care, and some adhere to the letter of the law on that one.
Yeah, it's a safety issue. I get it. Second free throw is good. Lead is 3. Neither team picking up full court. They're both playing high pressure, but only in the half court. Ava gets it across. Jordan's guarded by Kester.
Make a good pass.
Turnover.
Coach Hatter not happy with that. Going to call a timeout.
10-7.
checks in for the Jags, number 1. Nice to see her back off the injury list.
Another young player. She's a freshman, right?
Yes, she is.
Only one senior on this Jag roster. That's Z. Spain Park trapping out of this zone. Good ball movement by the Eagles. Dameron back to Whitaker. Butler. Kester 4-3. Good looking shot.
You can't let her sit in the corner like that. And just like you had talked about last game, she's got one of the quickest releases that you'll see out there, and just it does it exactly the same all the time.
Yeah, and it is super quick. 13-7, 6-point lead, just under 5 minutes remaining, second period. Z out to Teagan 4-3, off the back iron, right on line. Good job by Ava to keep it alive.
Good call by the official there. Fans wanted an over and back, but there was definitely several touches there by both teams and nobody really had control of it.
Good pressure defense by the Eagles. Still in that man-to-man, but they're extending it out all the way.
And they've done a nice job slipping underneath the screens. So.
Yeah, they're not taking the lazy way. Z for 2. Off the mark. Butler gets the rebound. Whitaker has her eyes up, trying to avoid the trap. Look at that release. You can't even blink. Ava brings it up. 6-point deficit for the Jags.
A lot of touch in there.
They'll call that on the floor. You can tell it when Spain Park plays these teams, they know that Nyla and Ava and Kamaya are all young, 7th and 9th graders, and they challenge them. But the young girls meet the challenge. Nyla 4-3 off the iron. Tori tries to save it. This is a similar pace to the first meeting that was in
It was.
Oak
I think
Mountain.
it was a 17-16 type first half score. And then they really did a lot of scoring in the second half. Both teams kind of opened it up and loosened it up a little bit.
Yeah, defense a little better for both teams in this one.
Got her with the travel before the foul.
That's a tough call. The lead for the Eagles is 6. 3:25 remaining, second period. Ava brings it up. Have Ava, Tori, Kamaya, Teagan, and Nyla. Good thought.
It wasn't there, but nice thought.
Yeah, the window was too small.
Yeah. We're going to take 2 perfect passes to get that one in there.
JoJo back in. Kamaya takes a break. Whitaker brings it up for the Eagles. Under 3 now to play, second period. Little different. There's Kester.
Nice
Off
rebound
the
by
mark.
Tori Flournoy.
Yep. Looks like Jags sagged back in there to a 2-3 look. Didn't extend it that possession. Oak Mountain still in that man-to-man. Jordan drives. She'll draw the foul.
That's good. I like to put her head down there. She's ready to go. She saw that opening. If she could have gotten a pass her, it would have been an easy layup.
Yeah, there was no one cutting back door. Let's see if they run that same inbounds from this side.
Somebody's got to move. That's one thing I think Spain Park is
Ava from about 12 feet in and out.
They just can't get anything to go on this end.
Whitaker drives and scores.
Excellent use of her body there to kind of create that separation,
Yeah.
you know.
Definitely. Against a smaller opponent.
Good. Thought the officials handled that one well there too. No call. Yeah. So I think they're going to get her to get the travel or they get the foul.
Very similar to the other play down here.
Took several steps there.
At the line for the Jaguars, number 3, Ava Linder.
Ava, first free throw is off the mark.
And the Jags just cannot buy a basket down here.
In the JV game prior to this, the second one also misses. The Jags cut it to 3, but they were just horrendous from the free throw line, and it cost them a chance to win that game.
Did you see any baskets for sale during the in the concession stand, Mike?
Any baskets?
Yeah.
No.
Just said
There
need-
we go. Nice
there we go.
move.
2-point basket, Ava Linder.
I know it's past your bedtime. That joke went over your head.
The trap in the corner. She gets it out to Whitaker.
Ooh.
That is some really good ball movement.
It was, but I like the way you saw Caroline Kester getting ready to pull up. Jordan, nice getting out there and not drawing the foul too. She moved out there quick, closed quick, and didn't draw the foul there, which was important, you know.
1:13 remaining in the second. Whitaker has a chance to add to this 6-point lead. First free throw is up and good. Coming in for Oak Mountain is Vineyard. (16-9), 1:13 remaining. Whitaker's second free throw on the way. It goes down and out. Lead remains 7. Ava brings it up. She drives.
I don't think that's the foul, the shot that she wanted.
Nyla sets the offense. Torrey with it for 3. No good. .40 seconds to go in the second period. The lead is 7. Torrey has it up top. She still has a dribble. Now she drives, middle. Off the back iron, no good. Gets her own rebound. This time she's fouled. She'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Fouls on the Eagles, number 23, Caroline Kester, her second personal, 4th team foul. At the line for Space Mark, 24 to win.
Torrey's free throw is good. Nothing but nylon. (16-10), 27 seconds in the second period. Torrey's second free throw short. She gets her own rebound. Jordan has it up top. She eyes a 3, gets it back to Ava. Ava drives, draws the contact. She'll go to the line. 17.8.
Fouls on Oak Mountain, number 10, Reagan Whitaker, her first personal.
That's one thing. When going against this man-to-man, I believe helps Ava.
Yeah, feel free to
Because
not answer. So.
she can handle the ball, and she, against a man-to-man, you can penetrate much easier than you can against a zone. We got to hit these free throws. Second free throw is in and out, no good. They're going to call Z with a push in the back. It's only the third team foul, so they will not put Oak Mountain at the free throw line. 6-point lead. They'll put it in the hands of Whitaker. Butler up top. Torrey knocks it away. Time runs out. Your score at the half is Oak Mountain 16 and Spain Park 10.
All right, folks, going to let you guys watch this week's edition of the Coach Latch Show.
All right,
all
right, you ready?
yes, sir. While we're at halftime
All right,
here,
we're back
so
in the
go
Jags Den. I'm here with Spain Park head basketball coach Chris Latch. I think the first thing I'm going to say is, how's it feel to be healthy?
It's nice to have everybody back. We're still missing one. Joshua Famba had the shoulder injury, and he's got season-ending surgery coming up soon. So, but everybody else is back, and it's just nice to have a full bench again.
Yeah, but if you didn't tell anybody, you might not notice because his younger brother came up and is elevated in his play and in his place, is he not?
Isn't that awesome? He's been doing incredible. It's kind of a fun story. We were down at the Orange Beach tournament, and we only had 10 kids, and one kid got undercut and broke his wrist. So we only had 9 guys. So I asked him, I said, hey, man, you want to jump in and play? He's like, well, Coach, I don't have my shoes. So his dad took and bought some shoes, and we dressed him the next day, and he's been good and hadn't moved down since. So he took advantage of his opportunity.
That's good, and that's what you want, and that's what you want to see, and that's what I want to get to that in a minute. But you know, you're 3-0 in area play. You got to feel good about that, especially from where you started in December.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, our guys are just getting better. You know, when you deal with so many injuries, the preseason is building who you are and your identity and your roles. Well, we hadn't really had that opportunity because they keep changing because guys are out or guys are back in. And now that we have everybody, it's almost like we're starting over as far as developing that. And so sometimes have been slow. And we're probably slow a little bit offensively right now, but we're really starting to come together, and I'm super proud of them because every game's been a war in the area, and fortunately we've come out on top so far.
Now, while it's hard sometimes to build the consistency interchange of so many parts, you did have the opportunity to get some guys some much-needed playing time and some much-needed reps that you might not have otherwise had that opportunity. But is there a little trade-off there? Because some of those guys have also had to switch to other positions maybe that they're not used to, and while they're trying to maybe learn to get the reps at their normal position, and that's important, but they also are having to maybe not focus quite as much on what they're normally going to do.
No, I think so, and I think that it's probably not an easy thing, but growth is hard. Like, growth hurts, right? And it has allowed some guys to really grow and maybe put them in some positions maybe they weren't ready for or maybe not used to playing and performing in. So I think you're dead on, and I think it's really going to help those guys individually and also helps us collectively because guys have had to play more minutes or more roles or different areas than they have, and so now we get everything back together and things kind of shake like we think they're going to be. We should be stronger for it.
So now in area, you're not really trying to play with things, but you are still trying to get your unit together and figure out which 5 work best in which situations. As you work, is that one of your goals through the rest of the month here as you head into the area tournament is consistency?
Oh, no doubt. And I think we've kind of found that defensively. We are really, really committed to guarding, and our guys have bought into it, and we've been multiple in what we're doing, and they've just sold out to it. And it's been a good thing because we're still trying to find some consistency offensively. Been struggling a little bit there, but I think we're getting some of the things that we want and figuring it out. We just hadn't been making some shots, and I think they're going to fall because our guys are going to continue to work hard, and I think we're on the right track.
Yeah, you mentioned that and gave me a nice segue without even knowing it because that's one of the things I was going to bring up is defensively. Each year we talk about each team you have kind of has their own identity, and you don't know what they're going to do. This year, in years past, you've had some of that offensive output you look for. This year, you've had to rely a little bit more on your defense, but these guys seem to take a lot of pride, and they're almost relentless. And you're not going to. And when they need it, and when their back's up against the wall, they seem to find that stop. Whether Jackson Bradley had some big rebounds last week, Chapman Blevins, both offensively and defensively. It's more of a blue-collar feel. Are you seeing the same thing?
No doubt. We've got 8 seniors, and we've got 8 seniors that are just unbelievable high-character kids, and they've got grit and toughness about them, and they want to please. They want to do it right. If you tell them this is how it's supposed to be done, they're going to do everything within their power to make sure it gets done exactly that way. They don't bring in their own thoughts. They don't bring in their own ideas. They just say, this is the way it is, this is the way we're going to do it, and they hold each other accountable to it, and they will lay it on the line to get it done. And I think that character of our senior group and that grit, determination, and toughness that they exhibit, they may not be the most skilled at times, may not be the quickest or the tallest or the most athletic at times, but they've got heart and a discipline and a grit and a toughness about them that they want to do it exactly right. And I think that has become the identity of our team.
What's it mean to have Corbin Longback? You know, he sometimes he does different things, different games. Sometimes he will go off and score. He loves. I think he's patented that little 8 to 10 foot jumper that he's got in the lane. But he also seems to be the straw that stirs the drink. Taking an old Reggie Jackson term, but he just seems guys don't seem to be. He's a little general on the floor. Got another Avery Johnson term. What does it mean to have him back? I know he's doing it from the bench, but just having him on the floor.
No, I mean, he's good. You know, he started every game last year and played a lot as a sophomore, and so he's experienced, right? He's the most experienced kid that we have in our program right now, and he's played in big games and had big moments and had that pressure. And, you know, last year it was, his sophomore year, it was just kind of come in and bide some minutes, right? And then last year it was come in and get the ball to people because we had some guys that could put the ball in the hole. This year he's got to score, and I think that was hard for him because he's just got a facilitator mindset. And he's really worked hard on becoming a scorer now. And so now he's having to figure out exactly how, like some of our area teams are taking him away. So now he's got to facilitate again, but when he gets an opportunity, he's got to be able to score. But his experience, his leadership, his loyalty to what we're doing, his being bought in, how much he cares is invaluable on the floor for sure.
Yeah, you mentioned offensively some struggles, and really the struggles would come from the outside. Over 50% of your points have either come from in the paint, but I think more importantly, you guys are getting a ton of second chance points, which again is hustle. I mean, that's where you're out hustling, you're out boarding, and it seems to be everybody across the board. You got guys that are 5'4" that are playing like they're 6'7", and then of course you got T.J. Lamar that's and I think. So, I mean, what is that? I mean, have you had to shift your focus to more of the inside game and more rebound, or is it just something that they're kind of picking up on and they're playing and they're just getting those second chance points?
Yeah, a couple years ago, we really started analyzing our program and things, and about 3 years ago, we made a real emphasis on trying to get offensive rebounds. And so there's a stat that we keep. It's called offensive rebounding percentage. So for percentage of every offensive rebound opportunity, how many do you get? And last year's group was really, really good. We were at 46%. So we almost got half of every miss, which is remarkable. This year's group's a little bit lower, but what you see is we have some real high-energy guys with high motors that just keep running, and a T.J. Lamar, a Chapman Blevins, a Parker Chase, guys like that who are relentless with their effort. And it's, offensive rebounding is a multiple effort thing. And so they bring those multiple efforts, and Corbin and Nick. I mean, those guys get rebounds and they're so small, but it's just an effort and a desire and a passion. And I'm super proud of that because it speaks to that character and that effort like you spoke of, because their size doesn't say they should equal rebounding.
Another thing I think that's important, some of these stats, to a coach, I think they're sexy, but maybe not to the average fan. They're looking at field goal percentage, three-pointers, stuff like that. But your turnovers seem to be pretty low. You seem to be protecting the ball, but you're also really capitalizing points off of turnovers. And, where's that coming from? Yeah,
so, we started off first part of the season, we were averaging 18 turnovers a game, and we're down to around 12 now, and so that's better. We're moving in the right direction there. And then in turn, we got to take care of the ball. And we talk about an easy basket war every night. An easy basket war is getting to the free throw line because those are easy points. Are we getting more of those, or is our opponent? Offensive rebounds and second chance points. Like, for instance, the other night, we only got 4 offensive rebounds, but we converted them into 8 points. We only gave up 3 offensive rebounds the other night. But we converted,
Well, we're back here, Mike. Okay, as we head into the third quarter here, what do you think the Jags need to do to get back in this game? Only 6-point game, easily to get back into, but what are 3 things you think they need to do better in the second half here?
1, go back to being patient on the half-court set. Defensively, I wouldn't change anything. I like how they mixed it up and went from extension on that zone and trapping and then sagging back in. They've done a good job of containing Whitaker and Kester. They've gotten their points. I think we need to get some more the Jags need to get some more players involved offensively. Ava has been carrying the load. I think she probably has 7 or 9 of the 10. But other than that, just be a little more patient in the half court. And
Yeah, I'd like to see him attack the basket a little bit more. They seem to be giving up as they're getting there, and I think sometimes they're going to draw the foul or may get the layup, and then if they can start attacking the basket, then I think that'll open up some outside shots for them here in the second half as well.
Yeah, very good point. I agree. Drive, even if you drive and dish, they got to have to drive more. A lot of times you see them working the perimeter, but just keep working that. Be patient. And, opportunities are there, but not too many bad shots in the first half, but a couple.
No.
And they weren't horrible. It's just you can get better looks.
All right, well, here we go. About to kick off the second half there. We'll get the rest of the Coach Latt show going for you in the second half. In between games. And we might actually have a guest broadcaster here if we can track down Jack from Oak Mountain. He's their broadcast guy, and he's tried to track him down, see if we can't get the visiting team on to join us for a little bit.
Okay, good. Ava's running it up top. She's guarded by Whitaker. Good pass to JoJo off the iron. Z gets the rebound. She gets fouled.
And that's what I'm talking about right there. Get in there. And, if you remember, too, in that first game against Oak Mountain, it was back and forth. But Reagan Whitaker definitely had to play that fourth quarter a little different because she had 4 fouls on her.
Yeah, good point. And there wasn't a lot of fouls in that first half.
There weren't. Very clean game. But, again, I think that's both teams were a little reluctant to take it to the basket. Saw a lot of outside shooting there.
Z's first free throw goes off the mark. Misses short.
I believe of the 16 points, I believe 4 of them came off three-pointers, did they not?
Second free throw, no good.
Tegan Huey makes it a stab at the rebound, but was boxed out. Good effort, though.
Okay. Jags are extending that defense out high again. Good left hand there by Caroline Kester. Leads now 8.
That's where I think Oak Mountain's definitely got the advantage in the first half as they've attacked the basket a little bit better.
Ava drives. Shot goes up, but doesn't fall, but she'll go to the line.
2 quick fouls here, though, in the first quarter or the third quarter for Oak Mountain Eagles.
And girls, if you're watching this on replay, work on your free throws. This game will be nearly tied, or a one-possession game. First free throw is good. Atta girl. Second free throw on the way, also good.
Coach Hatters going to take a timeout. Didn't like what he sees right out of halftime there. Going to make a quick adjustment.
Oak Mountain team, they don't have a winning record, but I like the body language. I like how they work together. It's nice to see Whitaker and Kester lead on that court, and then they get the other players involved, even though many times it's better off if they keep it in their hands. They're seasoned enough to know that, hey, well, I got to get my teammates involved.
State Park and Oak Mountain very evenly matched. It's probably one team, but I hope we continue to play when we move to 6A next year under the competitive balance realignment. Ooh.
Jordan knocks it away. Now, will Oak Mountain remain 7A?
They will remain 7A. So they had, I believe, 2 schools down in Montgomery combined, 6A schools, which put them at 7A. And then that's part of what knocked a few down because I guess they have a finite number of 7A schools.
Okay. Nice shot there. That's the big 3 for the Eagles. Butler, Whitaker, and Kester. They've probably scored all 20 points. I don't have a score sheet in front of me. Tegan drives. And scores.
That's what I was talking about right there. It's like what the doctor ordered, right, Mike?
It is.
Because again, Oak Mountain gets a little comfortable in the first half of us taking all those outside shots.
Z gets it taken away. Gets it up to Jordan.
Oh.
Okay, it's a 6-point.
Not sure I agree with the travel call there. Girl got the hand in on it.
Whitaker to inbounds. This is Norris. Norris 4-3 off the iron. Whitaker with the putback. It's good. Lead is 8. 6 minutes to go in the third period. Oak Mountain 22 and Spain Park 14. They've got Whitaker on Ava. Trying to make it a little tougher for Ava to get her shots off. She drives. This is to Z. Back out to Tori. Tori drives to the free throw line. Now JoJo has it. She drives. She's going to draw a blocking foul.
Again, keep attacking. Get to that. That's 3 quick fouls there on Oak Mountain here.
Fouls on the Eagles, number 23, Caroline Jester, her third personal. 13 fouls.
Can you hear me, Mike?
Yes. Did you change headsets?
Yeah, I just changed headsets. Just want to make sure the other one's working. So, how about now? Can you hear me now?
Sure can. Tori, 2-pointer. Nice inbounds play again. Okay, leads back down to 6. 5:25 remaining in the third.
Again, like the way Spain Park's really extending this defense.
Kester drives, she dishes off the iron. That was number 4, Holt.
Nice rebound. Oh, sorry, folks. Didn't while I was working on.
Multiple offensive rebounds here by the Jags.
Got the
Finally,
foul.
Z gets to go to the charity stripe.
Again, you can pick up these 2, you pull it to 4, and again, it's nice. Jags, just under 5 minutes here. Next foul, we'll be shooting 2 the rest of the way. Again, tacking that basket has really made a difference so far in this half.
All the more reason to drive aggressively.
I'd like to say I told you so, Mike, but I told you so.
It was recorded. Z's first free throw, nothing but net.
Jordan Corey going to come take a seat on the bench. Nyla Calhoun will replace her.
Got the 2 7th graders in there, a senior, a sophomore, and a junior. Second free throw also good. Z knocks both free throws.
4-point game here, just under 5 left in the third quarter.
Dameron with the ball. She gets it to Norris. Norris is trapped. Ava knocks it out. It's gonna
Good
be
hustle
Spain
points
Park
there.
ball.
Hustle points there for the Jaguars.
Dameron's guarding Ava. Ava drives. Gets it to Tori. That shot rejected.
It's all right, though. I like the way they're attacking there. Those outside shots will start opening up in the fourth quarter if they keep going to the rim like that.
Oak Mountain going old school zone on these inbounds plays.
Would love to have seen Tegan try to pop that shot right there.
Yep. She drives, dishes out. Nyla has it now.
Need to get Tori Flournoy going, too. She was the leading scorer for the Jags last time these 2 teams met up.
She shoots there, comes up short.
I like what she's doing there. She just seems to be short-arming a little bit. If she'll just go ahead and trust in that shot, I think she'll be knocking it down, don't you?
Even when you're in front of the basket, when you're inside of 8 feet, I like using the backboard.
Yeah.
You see that more and more at the college level, at the NBA level. When you do see these players that aren't shooting threes and dunking, they're using the backboard more.
Do you see that much in high school girls basketball, Mike Duncan?
Not lately.
And Z having a big game on the boards.
Good eyes.
Way ahead to Nyla Calhoun.
She finishes.
2-point
Lead is
game.
2. 3:35 remaining.
Jordan Corey sits at the score table, ready to check back in for the Jaguars.
Kester drives. I think they're going to call Ava here.
Yeah, I don't know, but I thought there was a lot of steps there, and I thought there was a lot of.
Now they call Z with a foul. JoJo and MC come in.
MC had to sit most of the first half with 2 fouls.
picked them up early in the first quarter, which came in.
Kester to inbounds. She gets it into Whitaker.
And
Basket and the foul.
How do you let that girl get inside on you down there? She's got 2 girls on her. It's a very narrow window to feed that pass. But again, I think Oak Mountain taking advantage of it there with Z sitting on the bench.
Yeah, you have to be in front of that. Whitaker completes the conventional three-point play. Lead is back to 5, 25-20. 3:23 remaining in the third period. Nyla has it up top. Jordan drives. She gets fouled and the basket. JoJo goes to the line to complete the three-point play. That's the 5th team foul on the Eagles. So the last 3:05 of the third period, Spain Park will be in the bonus.
Really like the way she used her body there. Not the free throw, though.
Whitaker brings it up. 3-point lead for the Eagles. 3 minutes to go in the third. Kester, Whitaker working two-man game out top. No good.
Yeah, I think, Caroline Kester is a great player, probably one of the best in this area, no doubt. But I really think the Jags the last couple of games have disrupted her. She has not been able to find her rhythm the 2 times they played. Granted, she found it in the fourth quarter, and you hope she doesn't do that here. But I really think the Jags have really played her better, as well as I've seen anybody play her.
That's 2 trips in a row. Coach Hatter is not pleased.
Beside himself, to say the least. Well, quickly now, the Jags, you'll find
Fouls on the Jaguars, number 21, Tegan Huey, her second personal, 4th team foul.
Free throw is up and good. That's number 4, Ella Holt.
At the line for the Eagles, number 4, Ella Holt.
26-22, 4-point lead. The lead is now 5, 27-22. 2:42 remaining in the third. Nyla has the ball, working the half-court offense for the Jags. JoJo left side, back to Nyla. MC out top.
She wanted it again. The hole wasn't there. That's one of those functions, Mike. I think that's where they try to know they want to make the play before it's there, and then when it's not there, that you kind of got to know what you think you want to do, but you got to make sure it's there before you do it.
And in a few years, when they get older, they're going to leave their feet, and their brain's going to say, "Hey, do this," and their body's going to say, "No."
So
5-point lead for the Eagles.
Z back into the game for the Jaguars, giving Tori Flournoy a rest. I thought there was a little travel there, but the officials didn't see it.
Whitaker finishes that play in the lane. It's a 7-point lead, under 2 to play in the third. Much like the first meeting, it's been a game of runs. Tegan keeps it alive. She drives, takes it all the way in and scores. Tegan Huey cuts the lead to 5. Both teams will be in the bonus because Spain Park has 4 team fouls. So the next foul, then if we have one in the last minute and 20 or so. Whitaker pass to Kester.
That just goes to show, too, what Whitaker does for this team. She draws so much of a presence that, if she can get through, somebody leaves somebody open. Great ball awareness there for her, but she commands so much respect out there that, you really have to pay attention to her. And Jags had 3 girls on her at that point.
Well, When I was talking about how the Oak Mountain team plays together, good body language, good temperament. If they really, Kester and Whitaker, they could play a two-man game, and you really couldn't stop them as long as you have. But they do a really good job, almost to a fault. They're so unselfish that it may be because Whitaker and Kester, they can get a pretty good shot almost every half-court set.
Right.
But they get their teammates involved.
So on the floor for the Jags, you got Ava Leonard, Tori Flournoy, Z, Nyla Calhoun, and Jordan Corey. Jags will bring it up following the Oak Mountain timeout.
7-point deficit, plenty of time to come back, only in the third period. Z drives, dishes out to Jordan. Nyla drives.
We'll be shooting two, though. Again, when you're trailing, you like to be trying to put points on the board without the clock moving.
Yes.
50 seconds left here, just under a minute in the third. Fouls will reset.
New rule. It's not as new now because we've done several games, but a new rule for this year. Free throw, no good.
I mean, I guarantee you that if you go back and look at the stats on this game, Jags don't pull it out, it's going to come down to free throws.
Just like the previous game. Second free throw long.
Well, fortunately, we made our free throws the first game. Oh, you talked about the boys? JV.
Yeah. Pull-up shot, no good.
That looked like a shot of frustration from her, too. She was behind the backboard on the baseline. It looked like, again, I think the Jags have beat her pretty well today.
Ava drives, comes up short.
Not sure they needed that one that quick,
20 seconds remaining, third period. It's a 7-point lead for the Eagles. Three-point attempt is good, and the foul.
Not sure she got touched there.
That extends the lead to 10. Kester will go to the line. She can make it 11. Free throw is up and no good. Z with the rebound. Inside of 10 seconds, Ava's trying to drive. She dishes back out. Nyla needs to know what's going on here. Atta girl, shoot it. Okay, it's a 10-point lead for the Eagles. Not insurmountable.
That should be, I believe, Oak Mountain ball coming back in.
They had the last, didn't they have the last jump ball? Jags had the ball to start the quarter, but
okay,
then
that'll be
jump
Jaguar ball coming back in.
Here's the Spain Park cheerleaders. And I believe these are freshmen. But as always, we see the backs of their heads.
As always. Tegan Huey going to check back in for the Jaguars here to start the fourth quarter.
I like Tegan, how she's been aggressive in driving to the basket.
I think the Jags got to now I think they need to start looking for that outside shot a little bit. I think it's opened up a little bit more. Last couple of times that we've driven in there, it's been a 1-on-4 drive.
And when we do drive and get a basket or get fouled, you have to knock your free throws down.
They said Jags need one more unless they're going to play a 4, but I do believe it will be Oak Mountain basketball the way. Nope.
Yes, it's Spain Park ball because there was a held ball down on this end of the court in the third. Ava has it. She's guarded by Dameron. Tori. They cut Tegan off from driving that time. Call number 25, Dameron, with a foul. Her first, I believe. No, it's her third first team foul. Z back to Ava. Ava eyes to shoot from the elbow, changes her mind. Tegan has it. Jordan. Jordan drives back to Z. Good movement. Stay patient, girls. Tori has it. Jordan out top. I believe there was a double dribble, but the push from number 33 may have caused it, and they'll call Butler.
I think that's what happened there. I think Coach Hatter going to use a timeout here. Probably going to be a full timeout.
How many timeouts does each team get?
You can't blame me for asking.
How many timeouts does each team get? Is it per half or per game?
No, it's 5 total. Three fulls and 2 30s.
For the full game?
For the
whole
full game. For the full game. Unless you go to overtime, then you get an extra one in overtime.
Well, let's hope we get some free basketball in this one.
And I've seen both Coach Chase and Coach Hatter use all 5 of them in the first quarter.
That's for their own mental well-being.
Yeah.
Okay, game reset. It's 7:08 remaining, fourth period. Eagles lead by 10. Spain Park has the ball underneath their own basket. Ava to inbounds. Out to JoJo.
Oh, why did she shoot that?
Good look there. Nice. There you go, Z. Z gets the rebound. Third team foul, so we're just 1:05 in. The Jags are 2 fouls away from being in the bonus. But if you're in the bonus and you're at the line, you have to knock them down just like Z did there.
I see Morgan Lambert in the building.
Coach Lambert's here.
Snuck in the back door, so make sure the freshman cheerleaders are following their protocols, right?
That a girl Z. Z knocks both free throws down, cuts the lead to 8. Three-point attempt is good. That's number 4, Ella Holt. Ella Holt's had a good second half thus far. Largest lead of the game. JoJo drives. This is to Z. Back out to Tegan. Tegan drives. Three-pointer, no good. Kester with the rebound.
You know, even if the Jags can't pull out the winner, Mike, they really need to be looking at score two because, you know, this is a situation where, you know, you really want to be in that 2-3 matchup if you're not the one for area. And, you know, if for some reason Oak Mountain and Spain Park end up tied, then it comes down to scoring differential, you know, so Spain Park wins by 4. So if they can't pull it out, you'd love to still see them close this margin to where they could still slide into that 3 seed.
Kester knocks down the first free throw. She did a good job there of drawing that foul. She used her left hand and positioned her body to get to the line. It's only the first foul on Spain Park, 3 on Oak Mountain. Second free throw short, no good. Tegan gets the rebound out to Ava. Ava presses the pace, drives, and scores. Okay, back to
10.
10-point lead, 5:52 remaining. Holt back to Kester. They're going to call Kester for a walk. 10-point lead, 5:47 remaining fourth period. Ava Leonard brings it up, drives on Dameron. Now Torrey with the ball. JoJo has it out top. Now Teagan. Teagan drives. Good strong move. Basket goes. And the foul. That's an 8-point. Makes it an 8-point game, and Teagan has a chance to knock it down to 7.
5:28 left.
Free throw on the way. It is good. Nothing but net.
Like it, Spain Park picking up a little bit of pressure here.
I like it. Neither team has pressed full court all game. Mix it up. Make something happen here. Kester makes a pass. Ava Leonard steals the ball. Jordan. Turnover. Norris has the ball. Torrey will get called for the foul, the team's second.
Shoot that ball! Wait, what is she doing?
Norris is going to go to the line and shoot 2. Lead is 7. It is now 8.
At the line for the Eagles, number 3, Maggie Norris.
Second free throw on the way, short. Doesn't draw iron, so it's a dead ball. It'll be Spain Park basketball. Oak Mountain drops back. They'll pick up man-to-man half court as they've done all game. Teagan for 3. Off the back iron. Good looking shot, doesn't go. 8-point lead, 4:50 remaining third period. Whitaker with the ball. Spain Park extends and traps. Butler, now Kester. Torrey gets her hands in there. Here's Kester, she drives. Shoots, no good. Torrey, defensive rebound. She gets it to Nyla. 4:27 remaining, the lead. And for Spain Park's case, it's the deficit of 8 points. Teagan back to Torrey. Ava drives, dishes out. Torrey for 3. Off the back iron. They'll call Torrey for the foul there. Team's third. Team's third, her third personal as well. Spain Park picking up full court pressure. Holt back to Whitaker. Kester. Eagles handling this full court pressure in this three-point attempt. Very good shot there, number 4, Ella Holt. She knocks it down. She's had a great second half for the Eagles. Extends the lead back to 11. 3:36 yet to go in the fourth period.
That's going to put the Jags on the line.
Yep. Have to knock them down, girls. Ava will be at the line here. Free throw is good. Ava's had a really good game. Made some good passes. Second free throw, no good. They'll keep it here.
Good hustle by Teagan Huey there to force the turnover.
Absolutely. But Teagan should stay right there and shoot it. Three-point attempt. No
Long.
good. Kester with the rebound. Whitaker has it. 3:22 remaining. It's a 10-point lead. Kester out top. Now Norris. It's going to be the fourth
Foul.
team foul, so it's
Looks like that one will go on Teagan.
Whitaker. With Whitaker and Kester out there, rebound by Norris.
Not sure I'd go with that one, Mike. I thought the both players had kind of got the ball at the same time there. I think that's when you either call a jump ball or you let them go.
Norris, the smallest player on the court, possibly gets the nice offensive rebound. She'll go to the line. First free throw is good. Both teams are going to be in the bonus. The remaining 2:46.
11-point lead for the Eagles of Oak Mountain.
Second free throw short. Norris goes back to the line. That foul's going to be on Nyla. Short. .244 to go. Second free throw also short. This is the biggest lead of the game. They've gotten there 2 or 3 times, 11 points. Good drive, good block. Whitaker. Very athletic. Whitaker can guard 1 through 5, and anytime you have a player like that, you have a chance. Ava drives, running one-hander off the iron. Inside of 2.5 minutes, Whitaker has the ball. Nyla's going to pressure the ball. Dameron's going to get called for a travel.
I was going to say, she looked like she tried to step into there to draw the foul, and I don't know if you're going to get that call, especially when you're up.
Teagan to Nyla. Oak Mountain's extending out, preventing three-point shots. Causing a lot of clock to run off. Nice spin move by Torrey. Got to get some shots off here. Good move. Didn't finish, but good move. We need to get more shot. We need to get a shot off quicker than that. Kester with the ball. Torrey on her. Kester throws it off Torrey's leg. Oak Mountain will inbound. 1:01 remaining. 11-point lead. Not sure if Spain Park's going to foul and try to extend the game. Whitaker for 2 off the iron, no good. Offensive rebound, Dameron. Back to Whitaker. They're going to extend it out. Going to call Nyla for the foul there. That'll put Whitaker at the line shooting 2. Free throw is up and good. Second free throw, in and out, no good. Lead is 12. Only 40 seconds remaining. Ava out to Teagan. Teagan from about 15 feet off the iron. Holt back to Kester, to Whitaker. They'll call Torrey for the foul. That's either going to be her fourth or fifth.
I think it's her fifth.
That's her fifth personal foul.
Torrey's fouled out. 21 seconds remaining. MC comes in for her. Free throw is good. Biggest lead of the game, 13 points, 45 to 32. Whitaker also knocks down the second free throw. Lead is 14. Ava brings it up, guarded by Dameron. Ava drives all the way to the basket. Does not go. Holt.
That's going to do it.
Final score is Oak Mountain 46 and Spain Park 32.
Yeah, feel free. All right, you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, we're back in the Jags Den. I'm here with Spain Park head basketball coach Chris Latch. I think the first thing I'm going to say is, how's it feel to be healthy?
It's nice to have everybody back. We're still missing one. Joshua Famba had the shoulder injury, and he's got season-ending surgery coming up soon. So, but everybody else is back, and it's just nice to have a full bench again.
Yeah, but if you didn't tell anybody, you might not notice because his younger brother came up and is elevated in his play and in his place. Is he not?
Isn't that awesome? He's been doing incredible. It's kind of a fun story. We were down at the Orange Beach tournament, and we only had 10 kids, and one kid got undercut and broke his wrist. So we only had 9 guys. So I asked him, I said, hey, man, you want to jump in and play? He's like, well, Coach, I don't have my shoes. So his dad took and bought some shoes, and we dressed him the next day, and he's been good and hadn't moved down since. So he took advantage of his opportunity.
That's good, and that's what you want, and that's what you want to see, and that's what I want to get to that in a minute. But you know, you're 3-0 in area play. You got to feel good about that, especially from where you started in December.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, our guys are just getting better. You know, when you deal with so many injuries, the preseason is building who you are and your identity and your roles. Well, we hadn't really had that opportunity because they keep changing because guys are out or guys are back in. And now that we have everybody, it's almost like we're starting over as far as developing that. And so sometimes have been slow. And we're probably slow a little bit offensively right now, but we're really starting to come together, and I'm super proud of them because every game's been a war in the area, and fortunately we've come out on top so far.
Now, while it's hard sometimes to build the consistency interchange of so many parts, you did have the opportunity to get some guys some much-needed playing time and some much-needed reps that you might not have otherwise had that opportunity. But is there a little trade-off there? Because some of those guys have also had to switch to other positions maybe that they're not used to, and while they're trying to maybe learn to get the reps at their normal position, and that's important, but they also are having to maybe not focus quite as much on what they're normally going to do.
No, I think so, and I think that it's probably not an easy thing, but growth is hard. Like, growth hurts, right? And it has allowed some guys to really grow and maybe put them in some positions maybe they weren't ready for or maybe not used to playing and performing in. So I think you're dead on, and I think it's really going to help those guys individually and also helps us collectively because guys have had to play more minutes or more roles or different areas than they have, and so now we get everything back together and things kind of shake like we think they're going to be. We should be stronger for it.
So down there, you know, you're not really trying to play with things, but you are still trying to get your unit together and figure out which 5 work best in which situations. as you work, is that one of your goals through the rest of the month here as you head into the area tournament is consistency?
Oh, no doubt. And I think we've kind of found that defensively. We are really, really committed to guarding, and our guys have bought into it, and we've been multiple in what we're doing, and they've just sold out to it. And it's been a good thing because we're still trying to find some consistency offensively. Been struggling a little bit there, but I think we're getting some of the things that we want and figuring it out. We just hadn't been making some shots, and I think they're going to fall because our guys are going to continue to work hard, and I think we're on the right track.
Yeah, you mentioned that and gave me a nice segue without even knowing it, because that's one of the things I was going to bring up is defensively. Each year we talk about each team you have kind of has their own identity, and you don't know what they're going to do. This year, in years past, you've had some of that offensive output you look for. This year, you've had to rely a little bit more on your defense, but these guys seem to take a lot of pride, and they're almost relentless. And you're not going to. And when they need it, and when their back's up against the wall, they seem to find that stop. Whether Jackson Bradley had some big rebounds last week, Chapman Blevins, both offensively and defensively, it's more of a blue collar feel. Are you seeing the same thing?
No doubt. We've got 8 seniors, and we've got 8 seniors that are just unbelievable high-character kids. And they've got grit and toughness about them, and they want to please. They want to do it right. If you tell them this is how it's supposed to be done, they're going to do everything within their power to make sure it gets done exactly that way. They don't bring in their own thoughts. They don't bring in their own ideas. They just say, this is the way it is. This is the way we're going to do it. And they hold each other accountable to it, and they will lay it on the line to get it done. And I think that character of our senior group and that grit, determination, and toughness that they exhibit, they may not be the most skilled at times, they may not be the quickest or the tallest or the most athletic at times, but they've got heart and a discipline and a grit and a toughness about them that they want to do it exactly right. And I think that has become the identity of our team.
What's it mean to have Corbin Longback? He sometimes he does different things, different games. Sometimes he will go off and score. He loves. I think he's patented that little 8 to 10 foot jumper that he's got in the lane. But he also seems to be the straw that stirs the drink. Go taking an old Reggie Jackson term, but he just seems guys don't seem to be. He's a little general on the floor. Got another Avery Johnson term. What does it mean to have him back? I know he's doing it from the bench, but just having him on the floor.
No, he's good. He started every game last year and played a lot as a sophomore, and so he's experienced, right? He's the most experienced kid that we have in our program right now, and he's played in big games and had big moments and had that pressure. And, last year it was, his sophomore year, it was just kind of come in and bide some minutes, right? And then last year it was come in and get the ball to people because we had some guys that could put the ball in the hole. This year he's got to score, and I think that was hard for him because he's just got a facilitator mindset. And he's really worked hard on becoming a scorer now. And so now he's having to figure out exactly how, like some of our area teams are taking him away. So now he's got to facilitate again, but when he gets an opportunity, he's got to be able to score. But his experience, his leadership, his loyalty to what we're doing, his being bought in, how much he cares is invaluable on the floor for sure.
Yeah, you mentioned offensively with some struggles, and really the struggles that come from the outside. Over 50% of your points have either come from in the paint. I think more importantly, you guys are getting a ton of second chance points, which again is hustle. That's you're out hustling, you're out boarding, and it seems to be everybody across the board. You got guys that are 5'4" that are playing like they're 6'7", and then of course.
With Coach Latch here pregame. Coach, tough week this week, missed a lot of practice. Do you see much impact on the game? And with both teams having to miss it, but it's got to have a little impact.
Well, I think we both are in the same boat, just the way it is. They got a chance to play last night. We got a chance to practice, so we're both here on the second day back, and I think it'll be good.
Health report. We talked about it a little bit in your show this week that aired before pregame. You guys still pretty healthy?
Yeah, so far so good. So hopefully we can keep that. Hopefully all that's behind us.
3-0 in area play. This one, though, you get this one at home, kind of really sets you controlling your own destiny the rest of the way. Always play each other tough. What do you got to do tonight, especially starting out the game, to win this one?
Yeah, we got to execute. I think we both are two really good teams, run a lot of the same stuff, and whoever executes it the best got a chance.
You and Coach Floyd coached together for a number of years, so they kind of
puts a little bit more chess in this one because you guys know each other so well, doesn't it?
It does. It's fun, great relationship, and just because you're wearing a different color uniform doesn't change how much we love them and care about them, and so we're looking forward to it.
Good luck tonight, Coach.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
About to start the second game of our doubleheader tonight, Spain Park Varsity Boys. Mike, boys come in 3-0, but they've had to do it very blue collar. Lots of scrapping on the boards, low scoring games in the 30s. Not quite what you'd expect to see from a 7A varsity program, but they're working with what they've got in their personnel. So what do they got to do tonight?
I think do the same thing they did in that first game. Now, I believe this game is going to be close again. Kind of like the girls, how they ended up splitting in the regular season with Oak Mountain. I think if Spain Park be who they are, do what Coach Latches wants them to do. They're undersized, but you know what? Oak Mountain doesn't have a lot of size either. We saw that in the first meeting. And Oak Mountain has some talented athletes. They got kids that aspire to play at the next level. They have a kid that throws a 90-mile-an-hour fastball.
The other thing, you got both teams, you expect them to be a little rusty, a full week off without practice, out of school until yesterday, and really trying to get it back. And as much as you like to think they're in great shape and whatever, they just jump right back out there. A lot of these kids have been doing nothing but laying around playing Fortnite.
Yeah, right. And but, hey, I bet their cardio is just fine.
All right, so here we go. About to kick it off with the national anthem, and then team introductions and the tip. Got some nice words from Coach Latch there at half court before they kick off the game. Appreciate him taking the time to share a few of his thoughts pregame with us.
Did you ask him to score more points to win?
Yeah, I told him. I just said, that the team that scores more is the one that wins, right? He said, really? So
what a profound statement.
Yeah.
In addition to that new rule of the team scoring the most points wins, don't forget that the team fouls have been changed to per quarter, as we were reminded once again in the girls' game. It didn't come into play until the fourth when both teams got into the bonus early. We do have JV cheerleaders, and looks like Spain Park Dazzlers here. We need to get a banner that lets everyone know where they can watch the replay of the game.
What's that?
I said, I'm going to get us a banner to where people know that they can go watch the replay of this game at Game Day Sports Radio.
Parker Chase, it's another guy that's, again, I think embodies the blue-collar mentality of this team. He's just grinded it out for all these years. Is getting up there, is earning the start, and been playing well. Nick's a guy that they've, with fond buyout, Nick is somebody they've really been looking for. He's been really rising to the challenge.
No question.
And starting at court is senior number 5, TJ Lamar. Your time guards are assisted by Eric Snyder, Barry Ward, Luke Julianis, and Nate Black. The head coach of your Spain Park Jaguars, Chris Latch.
So, Mike, my scoring prediction, the team that scores the most is going to win.
I'm going to say Spain Park 44-40.
So I tried to get the Oak Mountain broadcaster to come up and join us, and he said he might in the second half, but He's a little intimidated by you being all sports ESPN looking with your sports coat on and your tie and your shirt.
I don't have a tie. I've never worn a tie. Only a coat.
Only a coat.
Corbin has it. They're going to call Chapman for a moving screen.
Oak Mountain always brings a spirited student section.
Our student section looks better than last time out.
Yeah, what do we have, 2 rows sitting down?
Yeah, it was, hey, look, if the students don't bring it, we're not going to lay off. We're going to.
Nick wouldn't, right? How many times did Saban chew into the student section, right?
Yep, and it worked.
Boys back here tomorrow, Mike, at 3 o'clock. Just want to get that out there real quick as we're getting started here.
Is it a makeup game?
Makeup game. Indian Valley, I believe, or
That's Jasinski with the ball.
Hidden Valley Ranch, maybe.
Jasinski's a aspiring baseball player. He has a fastball at almost 90 miles an hour. Solid basketball player too. I saw him last year and in the first meeting.
Yeah. They consistent there with the calls on the moving screens right out of the gate.
Set the tone.
Yeah, we got all sorts of people coming to talk to us today, Mike. I think we're going to have the Dazzlers head coach come talk to us at halftime. And Brock Bradley, Spain Park quarterback, may join us here between quarters.
That would be nice. Have some guests on. TJ posts up, goes up strong. He finishes.
Coach Latch and I talked during the show this week that TJ he's so hard to defend because he's not only does he have the body size, but he has the athleticism and look at those arms, that wingspan. I mean, he's just got so many options when he gets the ball in there, and more importantly, he stays patient. He waits. He doesn't try to force it. If it, he'll make a couple of moves, try to get an opening to the basket.
Yeah, he's 6'5", but his length is equivalent of a 6'7" player. Ernest Johnson drives.
Calls off charge. Good. Parker Chase got set in there.
Parker Chase, a great story for the Jags. He was on JV last year. Now he's out there starting for the varsity.
It's great to see his father back up here last week. I'm sure Parker appreciated it after our game got canceled because of the weather. Down south at the beach, they got nice weather all the time. So
yeah,
he hopped up in the car after their game on Friday, and I believe his team got a win and drove up to watch his son play. And I know his son probably really appreciated that effort.
Which game was this?
The Trussville game that was last Friday, they got moved to Saturday.
Yeah.
So Orange Beach played on Friday. Coach Chase, and I actually do see Jay, his grandfather.
Nice finish.
Parker's grandfather here watching him coming down, probably making a trip to the beach, trying to get away from that Ohio cold weather.
Sure. Come down to the south and get Ohio cold weather anyway. Low tonight's about 14.
14 what?
That's Fahrenheit, not Celsius.
Hey, man, if the Iowa's caucus goers can get out there in the negative degree, we could get people out here for basketball games. Nick Richardson started to remind me a little bit of Hunter Harrod. Hunter Harrod had that 6-foot vertical leap that he had, and Nick Richardson seems to be able to get that same elevation.
Yeah.
I think you bring it back to though Coach Latch doesn't like to talk about teams from the past, but Hunter Harrod was kind of an unsung hero last year.
Nick for three, long. 4-0, 5:27 remaining. Jasinski with the ball on the right side of the court. Guarded by Nick. Oh, excuse me, that was Corbin. Here's Odell. He's the quarterback on the football team. Oak Mountain gets on the board. 4-2.
Both teams playing very aggressive here in the first half.
Oak Mountain, man-to-man. You can tell these teams are only about 2 miles apart.
That was a lazy pass right there. I guarantee you Parker Chase wishes he had that one back.
Odell back to Jasinski. Odell drives, dishes. Left hand three from the left side, good. That's number 23, Kennard. Oak Mountain leads 5-4. Corbin drives. He'll go to the charity stripe and shoot two. Oak Mountain's going to send in 3 players after this first free throw. Rocco Playa will come in. Free throw's good by Corbin. Number 21, Benson. And number 10, Chase Lamy. Lamy has 2 older brothers that play college basketball. They play for Rhodes and Lipscomb. And Corbin puts Spain Park up by 1, 6-5, 4:21 remaining in the first. Here's Playa. Spain Park, man-to-man. Playa with the ball out top. There's 21 Benson, back to Skylar Williams. Jackson Bradley in. He's on the ball right now. Put back is good by number 23, Kennard. He also hit a 3-pointer a couple of possessions ago. It's Oak Mountain 7, Spain Park 6, 3:26 remaining in the first. Chapman Blevin brings it up, gets it to Nick. Nick drives out to TJ for 3 off the iron. Good box out there by number 4, Skylar Williams for the Eagles. Rocco Playa. Here's number 4. This is out to the right side. 3-pointer no good. Offensive rebound by number 21, Benson. Chapman's second team foul. They're going to bring in Cooper Gann for Nick. Parker Chase, only a brief rest. He has to come in for Chapman. Chapman's picked up 2 fouls 5 minutes into the game. Jasinski with the ball for the Eagles. Spain Park looks like they're falling into a zone defense. 3-point attempt for the Eagles. Number 10, that's Lamy. No good, in and out. TJ gets the rebound. Parker Chase, he drives, dishes out. Corbin for 3, count it. Spain Park into a 2-3 zone. Jasinski from deep. Yes, 3-pointer deep range for Jasinski. Eagles lead 10-9, 2:07 remaining in the first. Corbin Long being guarded by Lamy, goes past him. They'll call Lamy for the block foul or reach in.
Sorry about that. Mike had to leave you there for a second. Had one of the Spain Park girls players come up, want to talk to us for a brief second. Didn't like the way you were pronouncing their names during the game.
I do the best I can.
Yeah. That Smith kept on tearing you up. Tripping you up. Jackson Bradley into the game for the Jaguars.
Another moving screen. That's the 3rd call of the first quarter.
I tell you, Coach Floyd must have picked up on that. I mean, he's doing a lot of He's been doing a lot of scouting for on the Jaguars since their loss to him a couple weeks ago. And on top of that, you know, you saw him down there in that corner working the official, making that begging for that call, and he got it. So it must have been something he talked to the officials about.
1:48 remaining. 1-point lead for Oak Mountain. Spain Park, as you see, so good move there by Lamy. Lead is now 3. Coach Latch is notorious for switching it up after a timeout. Spain Park was in that zone. It was in man-to-man, went to zone, then after the timeout. Jasinski in and out, no good. JB gets the rebound. He draws the foul.
Sent JB a few of his highlights last week. 2 of them were great rebounds inside. He has really gotten scrappy with his, adding some strength this year, adding some muscle. He's really gotten scrappy on the boards and really turned it out to be an asset down there inside.
He gets rewarded with a trip to the charity stripe.
Nailed some much-needed 3 free throws at the end of last week's game against Trussville to seal it up for the Jaguars.
That was a big road win. Any win in the area is a big road win, right? Free throws up and good.
I think you'll find, too, top to bottom this year, top to bottom, this area is pretty evenly matched across the board.
It's not as strong as it has been in the years past. I mean, look at what Spain Park and Oak Mountain, these two teams here on the court, have done. Multiple Final Fours. Oak Mountain has a state title.
Jackson Bradley going to take a rest. Cooper Gann, I believe, is checking in for the Jaguars. Is that Cooper Gann, Mike?
Harrison Stewart and Cooper Gann, both sophomores are in.
Okay.
Josh Helms in. Nick's in. This is a lineup you don't see very often, this combination.
Nah, but I think Coach Josh Helms has been playing well, especially since he's been back from a little illness bug, whatever he had over the holidays. And I think if you go back and look, Coach Latch has been getting a lot more confidence in him, giving T.J. Lamar a few minutes on the bench.
Jasinski. He may have a 90-mile-an-hour fastball and go on to play baseball, but he's a pretty tough basketball player. He hit an NBA three a few minutes ago. Then he just knocked that three down. Harrison Stewart. Cooper Gann drives, dishes out. Parker Chase for 3 off the iron. Watch number 4, Skylar Williams. I believe he's left-handed. Of course, he can use both hands, but he gets away with pushing off. It's not egregious, but it's enough to give him an advantage. Very crafty with that off arm. Oak Mountain in a 4-to-score look. Cooper Gann draws the charge.
Yeah, player control foul, so it won't be shooting, but the Jags will pass the ball in from underneath. T.J. Lamar and Corbin Long going to check back in for the Jaguars on this possession here. And Jackson Bradley. A little surprised that you're not going to see Oak Mountain put some pressure on him up a little bit farther.
Do we know the condition of Quinn Davis? He had a wrist injury. Is he?
I do not know. The only one I know that I've been told that is out is Joshua Fonbaugh. Chapman Blevins going to pass it in for the Jaguars.
3.7. Plenty of time. You can catch. You can do a Tyus Edney, just like Corbin's going to do right now. He pulled up from 2. Count it. At the end of 1, it is Oak Mountain 15 and Spain Park 13.
That was only a 2. He got his foot up on the line, but nonetheless, still 2 points.
Fraction of the 2-point basket. That's the end of the first quarter. Your score, Oak Mountain 15, Spain Park 13.
Oak Mountain cheerleaders come out on the court.
Mike, you're going to have to go solo for about 30 seconds. I'll be right back.
I can handle it. I'm good. At the end of 1, it's Oak Mountain 15 and Spain Park 13. Starting the second half, the lineup for Spain Park is going to be Jackson, Harrison Stewart, Nick, Corbin, and TJ. Jasinski with the ball. He had 2 big threes in that first period. Another 3, good. He's got 3 threes. extends the lead to 5 for the Eagles. Good defense there by number 4, Williams.
All right, Mike, I'm back for you.
Jasinski, another three, his fourth one of the first half. He is on fire. 8-point lead. They're going to call Williams for the foul there. Oak Mountain always brings it on the defensive end.
You know, this is a game they want. This is a big rivalry. You know, and when we beat them at home, it stung.
Yeah.
You know, just like it would here. But they've come to play tonight, Mike.
Yeah, and it's a natural rivalry. The schools are literally, what, 2 or 3 miles apart?
If that, and then some students have to drive past one or the other to go, you know.
Yeah. 7:13 to go, second period. Oak Mountain leads 21-13. Williams with the ball.
Yeah, a lot of these students, too, because of being so close in proximity, I mean, you got a lot of crossover students. I mean, I got Oak Mountain kids at my house all the time, and my kids are, you know, Oak Mountain,
Sure.
you know, so you got a lot of friendly rivalry, too, which is fun. It makes the sport fun. I think if you're Jaguars, though, the way we've been playing and having to do so much on the defensive end, you can't let this one slip away much more to stay in it.
You can't leave that kid open. That would have been his 5th three. He's got 4 of them. Eight-point lead for the Eagles. Harrison Stewart, guarded by Jasinski. TJ out top, out to the right side rather. Turnover. Jasinski has it. Oak Mountain fans wanted a foul on TJ, but he was actually pushed off by number 5, Ernest Johnson. Harrison Stewart for 3 off the back iron.
I see what you mean right there on using that arm to try to get to that rebound. There he used both and got called for pushing Parker Chase in the back.
Very crafty. Most of the time he does it where it goes undetected.
Yeah, that time he got a little extension with the arm there. I thought it made it a little bit easier for the official to pick it up, but he almost uses it like a little arm bar there.
Brian Passink used to do that in men's leagues when I play against him.
Was that 30 years ago or 20?
Very long time. He's younger than me. But he would create contact, and then the referee would call the foul on the defender. He was that
crafty.
Yeah.
Crafty.
He, of course, every day in practice he was going up against Latrell Sprewell, James Hollywood Robinson.
Oak Mountain just got a technical there. Coach Floyd is unhappy with the calls. He just got teed up. You know, the interesting part of that rule, though, too, Mike, a lot of people don't realize is now that he's been teed up, he can only coach sitting down the rest of the game.
Interesting.
And so that's one of the ways they try to calm it down. So he will have to sit down as well as assistant coaches the rest of the way.
Corbin's free throw is good. That cuts into the deficit, knocks it down to 7. 5:49 on the clock, second period. Corbin's second free throw, long, no good.
What is it about free throws tonight, Mike?
3 games in a row. We're early in this one, but Jags have not fared well from the stripe in the first 2 games. Now we have the...
Now TJ Lamar will shoot his 2.
Was it in the act of shooting?
Was in the act of shooting. He was going up with it, and so he'll get his 2, and then Spain Park should get the ball.
Yes. They're calling that on the floor.
They are calling the floor.
So it will not. TJ will not be shooting. It'll be Spain Park's ball. Okay, 3 team fouls in this quarter for the Eagles.
None.
None?
If you notice now, Coach Floyd's sitting down there. He will have to sit the rest of the game, along with his assistants.
That's going to be some mental anguish for Coach Floyd because he likes to get up and be active.
We had a game against Bessemer City a couple years ago, the girls, and Coach Chase got the tee, and he was pretty frustrated. He went and basically put his chair as close to the edge of the court as you could get it without putting it on. In fact, I think Coach Bev, one of the baseball coaches, assistant girls coaches, was convinced that he was going to get his second tee and get removed, but the official told him 1 inch closer and he would have, but he...
Ernest Johnson gets the basket, draws a foul from Harrison Stewart.
You know, Coach Chase had that deal for when you're trying to make a point with the officials. He got a big old piece of PVC and painted it pink, and it was whatever the distance was on the 5 count.
Okay.
So because a lot of times, you know, you'd be in on them and they'd say they weren't close enough. So he'd pulled a couple times. He pulled out the pipe to show the official they were inside of it and just to hold it up. And the official teed him up one game, told him if he saw it again, he was going to give him a double tee, I believe. So never saw the pink pipe after that again. But I thought it was we all got a kick out of it as fans. (23-14).
Johnson trying to complete the conventional three-point play. Left-hander shoots. No good. TJ gets the rebound.
Might have got away with the travel there.
Lead is 9. Cooper Gann, Parker Chase. Running one-hander from TJ, it's good. This Oak Mountain defensive pressure is really causing problems for Spain Park. Johnson drives again, tries to dish it down. TJ. Parker Chase got his hand on the ball, and then TJ ends up with it.
It's going to be 14 fouls to 1 here in the second quarter for the Jaguars. So next foul, Jaguars will be at the line shooting 2. Oak Mountain going to bring full court pressure still. Why wouldn't you? It seems to have been successful in disrupting the rhythm here for the Jaguars.
Yep, Playa back in for the Eagles.
I think the Jags just got to settle down a little bit, Mike. When they get it up, you know, they still seem to be running a little bit with their hair on fire.
A lot of that has to do with you got young players out there. Cooper Gann's a sophomore. They haven't been in the fire, not at this level.
You know, I talked to Coach Latch about that a little bit this week, you know, and I think it's some of what you're starting to see. You know, you got a lot of guys that have been forced over the last month to play a lot of different positions, and while they got reps, you know, they're playing so many different positions, you get the feel like some of these rotations out here, they're not quite 100% comfortable with each other.
Yeah, and it's just, if you haven't been there and done it, you just haven't been there. And you've got to go into the fire to find it out, they're going to call it. That's going to be Chapman's third. I was hoping they would call a travel instead of a foul.
I think I've seen more fouls collectively here, more charges collectively here in the third quarter than I have collectively all season.
And moving screens as well.
Yeah, I think too, though, you got a very veteran officiating crew here. You know, and I think that's by design. You know, they know how these two teams play each other, and that's always tough. And they get one of their, you know, better crews in here to try to keep control of the game.
Yeah. And it's needed with this type of game because both teams are physical. Will Patterson drives, he draws a foul.
Yeah, I think the official bailed him out there.
That's his first personal.
Playa will inbounds for the Eagles. Jasinski. Will Patterson being guarded by Parker Chase. You have to extend out on Jasinski. He's hit 4 threes already. Three-point attempt. Long. TJ, another rebound. TJ's been solid on the boards. 3:39 remaining second period. The lead is 7. Oak Mountain on top. Corbin Long for three off the back iron, no good. Parker Chase offensive rebound. Nick back to Corbin. Corbin drives, left-hander, no good. Playa with the rebound for Oak Mountain. Jasinski with the ball.
You know, Oak Mountain
Cross-court pass, turnover.
Oak Mountain defender got his hand in there just enough to distract him to make that turn from what would be a routine layup to a miss.
Let me tell you, this Oak Mountain team can defend. And it doesn't matter that they're undersized. I'd like to see Oak Mountain play against a team that has more size than Spain Park and Oak Mountain do. I bet they still can guard.
God. Again, that's where I come back to, Mike, and just getting the feeling these groups, these units out there need to get a little bit more feel with each other because they've had so many different pieces in the puzzle there. Looking for a guy to cut one way, cuts the other. Kind of quarterback receiver.
Yeah,
Expect him to run the in as the out, and that just comes with playing together over time.
And actually, I'm not really sure that was actually a travel. It just looks like one so much that they're going to call it. But it was about that indecision that you spoke of, and then again, Jasinski for three again, off the iron. He's missed two in a row, but he's hit four in this first half. Jump ball is going to be Spain Park ball, trailing by 7. Spain Park got into the bonus just under the 5-minute mark, but haven't drawn a foul again.
Corbin Long to bring it up for the Jaguars. Nick Richardson, Parker Chase, Jackson Bradley. Love to see Jackson get a couple open looks here. He was shooting the ball well last week.
Try to use the left hand. Contact, no foul. Here comes Quinn Davis, so that answers the question about his wrist. Coach Latch did not like that left-handed shot, I don't think. 23, Kennard brings it up for the Eagles.
Neither team really doing much offensively here the last 2 to 3 minutes, which is good for the Jaguars. What looked like could be Oak Mountain pulling away. The Jags have gotten some good defensive stops. They just haven't been able to capitalize.
Quinn Davis makes an impact right off the bat. Gets the steal. Corbin Long plays big man on the post.
Corbin Long.
That away, Corbin. Cuts the lead to 5. Minute 48 remaining in the second. Lamy for three. In and out. Offensive rebound.
Very uncharacteristic. TJ Lamar missed the block out there.
Vincent gets the putback, extends the lead back to 7.
Sorry, TJ, we know you love you, but when you miss it, we got to call it. Right, Mike?
Yep. Quinn Davis, 4-3. Off the front iron. Corbin, offensive rebound. Parker Chase for three. Left-hander off the front iron. Parker Chase is going to go to the line and shoot 3 if they rule him behind the arc.
You know what? It's nice to see that. I think somebody gave a little bit of adrenaline over there to the Spain Park student section. Starting to hear some noise out of them, Mike.
Did you have JT call?
No.
You should have, because JT's group was outstanding.
No,
last
actually,
year.
he probably is. He's still he stayed on all those high school group chats, and he's been following. I'm proud of him. He's following the cross country team here. He was one of the first ones to tell us we were out of school this week.
Parker Chase, free throw up and in.
Just the way you want it, off the backboard, off the rim, off the backboard, back in, right?
Good horse shot. He can make the lead 5 here now, and he does. One more. Parker's third free throw is good. He knocks down all 3. Cuts into that deficit. It's only 4 now. 1:12 remaining in the second. Eagles work it around. That's Kennard. Ball taken away.
Nice save there by.
Down low to TJ. Corbin Long was wanting to defend that shot.
I tell you, talked about the other night in the Alabama game. Usually a fast break missed layup turns into a the layup just on the other end. It's just the nature of it. It's almost impossible to stop. It's almost as certain as E equals MC squared, right?
Plios had to come back in. First free throw up and good by the left-hander, Kennard. Yeah, when you have athletes that can run the court like they can today, it comes down to like on like an athlete. Free throw hits the iron, the backboard, and goes in. The lead is back to 6. 47 seconds remaining in the second. I don't think Spain Park will hold it to 1 unless hold it 4-1 or take the best shot available. Parker Chase eyes a 3, drives. Quinn Davis for 3. Good. Yes, sir. Sophomore Quinn Davis knocks down the tray, cutting the lead to 3. 21 seconds remaining in the second period. Lamy out top. He gets it to Playa. Trzynski. He's got 4 threes in this half. Lamy, deep 3, short. That'll be your score at the end of the second period. At the half, it's Oak Mountain 27, Spain Park 24.
I know. I talked to him. Let him have your headset. Hey, so when you're talking, I'll turn yours down so you don't like, since you don't like to hear yourself, but then I'll turn it back up so you can hear my question, okay? We're joined now by Spain Park quarterback and varsity baseball player, correct? Varsity baseball player. You're going to be on the varsity squad this year, or do you know yet?
I'm actually not playing baseball this year.
You're not?
I'm not. I made that decision this morning.
Really?
Yep.
Just going to focus on football?
Yeah, I might still play in the summer, but I just feel like it's the best decision for me just to focus at this point in my high school career, just to be able to be sharp and ready for coaches coming through to come see me this spring and summer. So yeah.
I'm assuming you've told Coach Smith we're not breaking the news for him, are we?
No, we're not breaking the news. We had a conversation, and everybody knows. So yeah.
Well, that's good. So I guess the focus now moves from baseball to 7-on-7, which probably frees you up to spend a little bit more time with this group.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it for sure. I'm definitely gonna miss the guys at baseball, but I just feel like it's the best decision for me and my future. So that's why I made that decision.
That's fine. We can bring you on as a guest broadcaster since you'll be out there watching your brother play, right?
Yes, sir, for sure.
Hey, talk a little bit real quick, and I know it's not necessarily Spain Park related, but it's been kind of the talk of the town for the last week with Saban retiring and all these guys entering the transfer portal. And with you going through the recruiting process, I know you've been to schools coast to coast right now, all unofficial because you can't take an official visit yet. But how important when you're getting recruited in the high school level is it with the assistant coaches? Because I think that's what a lot of people don't realize. They think you're going to play for a school or a program, but there's a real bond created when you're recruited by that position coach, is there not?
For sure. Yeah, I mean those guys, man, they do such a good job at the collegiate level. Coming to to schools all around the country. And you're right, with the transfer portal now, it makes it a lot harder for high school recruits. So it's definitely good having those position coaches being able to come out and come see recruits like myself.
That's where the bond is really created too. I mean, you get to meet that coach, but really you're developing the bond through your position coach, and that's kind of what you want to do. That's who you're going to play for.
Correct.
Do you like the transfer portal's got a lot of negativity surrounding it, but it's also good because again, you got kids that plan on coming to play for a certain coach or a school, and while everybody will say a program's bigger than a coach or a player, but it does change the dynamic of it, and so to have that transfer portal, that option to maybe reevaluate it, how important do you think that is now?
Man, I'm kind of bittersweet about the transfer portal. It adds a new element to the game of football at the NCAA level, and I can see both sides of it. I think it's beneficial for some athletes that are just looking for the right fit. I think there's a right way to use it and a wrong way to use it. So I think they're gonna have to do something about it though, because it's getting a little out of control right now. So
big question for you. Ran into Reggie Jackson this week. Are you still going to be able to find him on the field now that he's changed to number 4? He's told me he's made a number change.
Is he?
Yeah, he's going from he said that's always been his number, and that
Really?
with Jalen Hatcher graduating, he got an opportunity to get it back. So he says he's going to 4. I said, I'm not sure I'd switch. Brock seemed to find that number 2 pretty well last year.
yeah, man, if he switches to 4, I guess I'll have to start looking for 4. So I didn't know that, but yeah.
So heard congratulations, too, on your award the other night at the football banquet. It was a leadership award.
Yes, sir.
And you did it. I mean, that's what you want to see out of your quarterback. But it also sounded like maybe we're losing a few position coaches. That can have any impact on you?
No. My role doesn't change at all. My perspective on things doesn't change at all. I liked our staff last year, and I've heard a few guys that are making decisions for themselves, but I'm definitely looking forward to getting back at it, and whoever we got, I mean, it's the same goal. It's to win a blue map, so I'm looking forward to getting back out there.
How do you feel about it? And I'm not going to get in much into it because you play who you play, but in the competitive realignment, it's something that needs to be done regardless based off size of students. But I was excited to see you keep your crosstown rival Hoover, even though they remain 7A. Is that something that the players are fired up about, still keep that rivalry intact even though you've made the competitive adjustment?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. That's something that me and Coach V and the team have really talked about a lot. Something that we were aware of before the new classifications came out, but it's definitely great to have that rivalry. I mean, we will all want another shot at Hoover, so it's definitely we're definitely super excited about getting to play them again for sure.
Last question for you, and I'll let you go. Appreciate you joining us today. And definitely going to miss you on the diamond this year, but I think you're making a good decision there for you. It sounds like you and your family really weighed all the pros and the cons. So with that, too, you're going to attend some outside quarterback camps like a lot of quarterbacks of your caliber do in the offseason?
Yes, sir, for sure. I already registered. One I've already locked in is the Under Armour All-American Camp in Atlanta. It's called UA Next Camp, but that's one I've locked down. I got a few schools coming through to Spain Park to actually come see me, so I'm just working on staying sharp and getting ready for those throwing dates. So, yeah.
Well, Brock, thanks for joining us today. Wish you the best of luck. We are going to try to cover some 7-on-7 this year, so we'll be out to see you. I also don't know if you heard it either. We're going to start a new feature starting with spring, Mondays with Mitchell. We got Mitchell Frazier. He's going to come out, and we're going to talk to him briefly, and then after practice, and then he's going to interview a few of the players, just what to expect, how the previous week went. So try to get a little bit more player involvement in the coverage. But thanks for joining us today, and wish you the best of luck in 7-7.
Yes, sir. That's awesome. Appreciate it.
inside of 2 minutes yet to go.
All right, we're joined by Oak Mountain broadcasting legend Jack. I'm sorry, Jack, I didn't even get your last name.
Jack Reed.
Jack Reed. So Jack does play-by-play for Oak Mountain, so we've asked him to join us tonight just to shed a little bit of color onto the Oak Mountain and some of the players and stuff. And Jack, I want to compliment you. First time I heard you was the Spain Park Oak Mountain game a couple weeks ago. You did a great job. You guys put a lot of enthusiasm into it, and you're very balanced for. While you're all Oak Mountain, you were very fair to the opposing team, and I think that's important to do in broadcasting. How long have you been doing it?
I actually started this year. I mean, I wanted to do it last year. I've been commentating games since I was young, probably on the TV, at home, doing all this stuff. So I think it's been a long time coming, and it's my first year, and I'm really excited about it.
So Coach Floyd getting pretty fired up there.
Yes,
did you see that often from him?
That technical foul was pretty big for us, so yeah.
I told him. I told Coach Mike here. Told Mike here that a lot of people don't realize that once you get that technical foul, you got to sit. And I think for Coach Floyd to have to sit the whole game is almost a.
That's probably not the best for us, but we'll definitely. I think we'll definitely bounce back, and I hope that we can come out with the win tonight.
What do you think Oak Mountain's got to do here in the second half to pull away?
Threes. I think DJ's a little big inside, so I don't think they can really get inside a lot. So I think threes is probably the main thing that they're probably going to have to do here in the second half.
Jasinski hit 4 threes in the first half.
Yes, that was pretty.
Now, do you broadcast their baseball team as well?
I broadcast their baseball game this last year. Yeah, one game. It was pretty special. So that was my first game, I guess, ever. I did one football game.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, Coach Floyd had told me that Jasinski is on the baseball team. He aspires to play baseball at the next level, and he has close to a 90-mile-an-hour fastball. So he's a tremendous athlete. Come out here and handle the ball, and shoot threes, and defend. One thing, George and Jack, about this Oak Mountain team, they don't have a lot of height. But they'll turn a game into a look at 4. I told you he pushes off, and he doesn't get caught. He's very. But they turn a game into a rock.
There we go. There it is, right away. First 3.
Quinn Davis drives. Quinn got a nice 3 in the first half, much needed for Spain Park when Oak Mountain had about a 7-point lead.
It did late. Spain Park took a little bit of momentum in the locker room making that 3, but what looked like to be 3. The officials did a nice job calling it a 2 on there, but this team, Jack's fairly young for Oak Mountain, is it not?
Yeah, I think we've got 4 seniors. Yeah, 4 seniors on. We've got Mark, Cam, Sawyer, and Kevin. So I think that. Oh, that's a foul.
And Playa.
Even the Oak Mountain guy agrees that was a foul. I heard you.
Yeah.
Playa is a junior, but he's a really young junior.
Yes, very, very young.
He should be a sophomore.
Yes. He's I think still just turning 16 actually. So
he's sophomore age, but
I completely forgot. Emmanuel Johnson's a senior as well, so
he plays strong too.
Yeah,
he's
a physical player.
Yeah.
Oh, he's standing. Oh, didn't think he was allowed.
Cooper Gray drives.
They give him a little bit of leeway there. Now, if he stands the whole time, now he can jump up and say something. But if he jumps up and stands up, but the other thing too is a lot of people that don't realize that includes the assistant coaches too, and they'll actually hit the assistant coach a little harder.
Foul. Yeah, I think when I broadcast, obviously, I don't want to be like biased towards my team. I want to keep it like kind of even.
Yeah, we try to do the same thing.
Yeah.
I do. He doesn't.
But yeah, I think for people watching, because obviously I have maybe some people watching from the opposing team, so I want to keep it kind of fair. But yeah, I've really enjoyed it this year, and I can't wait to keep doing it for hopefully the rest of my life. So
well, feel free to join us anytime we're doing a Spain Park Oak Mountain. We'll do the baseball games. We bring our gear on the road over there because we get a lot of. I don't know about you, but we find we get a lot of grandparents that enjoy it. People people that can't make it into town for the games, just like you're saying, and. It adds a little bit of fun, and the players seem to enjoy it a lot. I don't know about you, but I hear all the time, and I don't think I'm that good, but a lot of the players will go watch our broadcast the next day to see what we said about them.
Yeah.
So now I picked up on my daughter's Jordan Corey. She plays.
She did really good against Oak Mountain at home.
And when you called it, that's when you guys started broadcasting. You called her. She nailed deep 3. She nails it.
Yes. She was the one that hit the deep 3. Yes, that's for her. Yes.
And then. But then, she also plays summer ball with Caroline Kester.
Oh,
so
that's
they're really
yeah,
good friends.
yeah.
So it was a little rivalry. So Caroline comes down, hits the three. Jordan goes down, hits the three. But I don't think you got some great girls on that team to
Yeah.
call and cover. And Reagan Whitaker.
She's she's sadly leaving though. So
Yes, we're not disappointed. Well, that's one thing I was saying with the reclassification in Spain Park being reclassified to 6A. I'm really hoping we keep these some of these games going with Oak Mountain, because I just think it's we're all so close, and with
yeah, it's 5 minutes down the road basically.
and we're so close. You see a lot of crossover. I got a lot of Oak Mountain students hanging out at my house, and I'm sure my Spain Parks. I'm sure you got friends at both schools.
Yes, sir, I do.
So Mike, a little sloppier.
Yep, high-paced. Oak Mountain's energy is always going to make it high-paced, and especially when it's Oak Mountain and Spain Park. Cooper Gann, sophomore, he's in.
Wide feet there by Chase. Oh, that's a good steal.
Johnson's had a couple of steals.
Just so physical to the rim.
Yeah, he's probably, what, 5'10"? But
Probably, yeah, but just so physical to the rim.
leads back to 5. TJ on the low block. Double team. Corbin for 3. Yes. Leads down to 2. Now, number 4 for Oak Mountain, Williams. I talked about this in the first half. He has the lost art, or the nice
Oh,
pass.
what a bucket there from Chris. What
Yeah.
a layup.
Very nice finish from Kennard. Outstanding bounce pass there, too.
Oh.
Corbin loses it out of bounds.
Looked like he couldn't decide what he wanted to do with it there. He
Yeah.
got caught in no man's land.
Yeah.
So what year are you, Jack?
I'm a junior, so I
got one more
hopefully
year?
I got one more year of this.
Are you thinking about majoring in broadcast and
Yes.
journalism?
Yes,
Good,
I've
very
known
good.
that. I've known that since the 6th grade. Yeah. So I'm really excited about it. Probably at Alabama. Probably at the University of Alabama.
Okay. Our kids went to Alabama.
Oh, that's good. Oh, good trap.
Yep. They're going to get a jump ball called. Now, I was talking to Coach Floyd before the game. He said that Lamy has older brothers that play at Rhodes and Lipscomb.
Yeah,
And
Zach. I think Zach Lamy plays at Lipscomb. I don't know about the other.
So he would be the one at Rhodes, I
Yeah,
guess.
he would be the one at Rhodes. Yeah.
Lamy has good range.
Lamy's I think a transfer from Briarwood too, so he's coming in.
Cooper Gann, eyes a 3, drives back out. TJ with the ball near the elbow.
I think that's one thing that we've done better in this game is contain TJ a little bit, because in the first game we could not stop him for anything.
I think I would agree with you there, and I think the other thing that you guys did well this game is you got Chapman Blevins in foul trouble, and he's probably one of the best defenders in the area. Having him sitting on the bench is almost like playing with 5.5 versus 4.5.
Oh, good move.
Jasinski brings it up, presses the pace. There's Johnson.
There's that physical play right. Oh,
Follows up his own shot,
just can't
misses.
make it. Oh, gosh. Hard fall.
A
Benson
hard
goes to
foul
the-
there. Hard foul.
Okay, so Williams is coming back in. Tough kid, gritty, both sides of the court. He has the art. He will push off and will not get called because he does it in a way that's not.
Yes, yeah,
And
I've
he-
noticed that, yeah.
He drives players wild, gets them out of their game, gets in their head. He's one of those players that is really tough to.
There it is. Another 3.
There's Johnson down there getting an
God,
offensive
so
rebound.
physical. Just so physical.
Leads now 6.
Are you surprised, Jack, a little bit that Oak Mountain hadn't tried to do full court press a little bit more?
I am surprised a little bit. I think they're just trying to contain defense on the on y'all's side, so I do think that's a big part.
Good
Oh,
pass.
good pass and a foul.
So what was the kid's name that was about 6'8" or 6'9" that played for you guys last year?
Trey Thomas.
Did he transfer or did he graduate?
I think he graduated. I think he's at like Southern Georgia playing bad.
Georgia
D2
Southern or
Some
D2
D2 school, yeah.
Okay. Now he was a game changer last year.
Yes.
He was a rim protector, and even though TJ is kind of serves that role here for Spain Park. He's not 6'8", and losing a player like that has to be a big adjustment.
Oh,
Ooh, I thought it was.
I thought it was out on Kevin. I'm not gonna lie with you.
I did too. I did as well. But
So after watching the JV, the girls, and now the first 2.5 quarters of this game, Spain Park's free throw shooting has not been up to par. Johnson brings it up, guarded by Parker.
Oh,
Johnson has no problem bringing it down inside the paint.
again, so physical in the paint.
you know, we talked about it earlier. There weren't a lot of fouls, and now, I mean, already with it's about halfway through third quarter here, both teams with sitting on 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kennard to inbounds. Deep three off the back iron. That's going to be a turnover.
So Jack
as it hits the wire.
did not have an opportunity this week with all the snow and ice. Oak Mountain is win. Have you won one in area yet or not?
We beat Chelsea last night at
Okay.
home, and
Okay.
I was thankful to call that game. 61-57, tough physical game down the stretch. Had a little bit of turnovers late that kept it close, but overall good team win.
But Mike and I were talking earlier, top to bottom though. You've seen them all. You've seen Trussville. You've seen Spain Park now twice. I think this area is probably as balanced as any area out there, and I don't think anybody can feel safe with any lead.
Yeah.
Chapman passes on the 3, drops it down to Helms. He goes up. He's fouled.
Who would y'all say would be the best in the area?
I haven't seen anybody consistent enough. I mean, a lot of people were saying Trussville.
I've seen Hewitt. I went to their game against Hewitt and took pictures. They're really good.
They're very athletic, but they're very inconsistent. And they meant, you know, and then it almost like when we played them a week ago because we had to move that game from Friday due to weather. And they made a nice run back. They made some great threes down the stretch to get back in it and really make it a contest at the end where we had to make a couple free throws to pull away. But they just weren't consistent enough. So I haven't seen anybody consistent enough. Now, the way Oak Mountain's playing tonight, shooting the threes in the first half, you know, if you can keep that up for an entire game. But, again, I haven't seen anybody do that. You know, Spain Park's had the injury bug, and again, we've been very blue-collar this year and having to do a lot of defense.
Yeah.
So, but, again, that's one of the reasons I was asking you, because Oak Mountain is, as much well as they're playing right now, they just can't seem to pull away.
No.
Lead is 5. Corbin drives.
Oh.
He draws a foul on Jasinski.
But I think it's safe to say that all the teams in this area are just down a little bit this year, have lost a key player or two, and are trying to bring up develop some younger talent.
Well, look at, was it Chelsea last year? Chelsea has the kid Futch, right?
Yeah.
They also had Lanzi, the kid last year, I think he plays at AUM now. So this area has lost a lot of players that were solid, went on to the next level, graduated, and then it's almost like none of the teams in the area have any height, any size left.
Yeah. Oak Mountain used to be a quality basketball school. We kind of fallen off a little bit.
Well, only 3 years ago you won the state title. So
Yeah.
Only 3 years ago.
Only 3.
what have you done for me lately, right?
Yeah, I think this school is hungry for athletics. Obviously, new football coach, Coach McComb. I think they're hungry for good sports. Obviously, that's not really been the case at Oak Mountain. Wow. Oh, it's on the floor. I would sit down, Coach Floyd.
So where did the new football coach come in? You know what school he came from?
Palm something, California. He came
okay.
all the way
Out
from
of state.
Palm City. Not Palm City. I can't remember. It was Palm something, California, though.
Palm Springs?
Palm Springs, yes, Palm Springs. Yes, that is it.
Jasinski for 3, rims in and out. Okay, so number 25, Odell, what year is he? He's the quarterback on the football team, correct?
He's a junior. He's got, open 3, Corbin.
This game has turned into a rock fight in the paint, and the referees can't call a foul every trip.
No, they cannot. It's a close game, though.
The big boys banging on the boards, though. And, I mean, a lot of, you know, instead of somebody could, I think you said it early, 3 threes, Jack, but nobody can seem to drop them.
Nope. Oh, there's a good. like you just said, rock hard defense. Wow, what a spin. And he misses.
Playa with the rebound. Here
we
goes
go,
Johnson.
another
You know he's taking it all the way.
Physical. Oh,
That's going to be Oak Mountain. That's going to be Spain Park ball because he did not reestablish himself.
And the camera can't keep up with all the back and forth. I mean, all we're getting is the other end of the court.
Should we suspend the cameraman?
No. What are you talking about, man? I got to get a new tripod. The thing broke last week. I got one of our little.
yeah, y'all got a nice setup here.
Yeah, so.
I spent, I think, one day in school. In order for us to broadcast, we had to do some. I spent, I think, a whole day in school. I had to wire stuff from our coach's office, wire stuff through the ceilings, through everything to get to the spot where I broadcast. And I think that was really special to me because that was kind of like a key moment. Like, that's it. Like, I can broadcast now. Because last year, I had the chance to, but we were just never able to figure it out. But when we figured it out, I was very happy and very excited.
It's definitely a learning process. Michael, I'll tell you, we've been doing this about a year and a half now and trying to get some students involved, but our administration over here preferred that we have some adults do it to start and to kind of set an expectation and then train some kids, which we've been doing. But learning some of the equipment and some of the things that you need, it's been a little bit of a trial and error process. So I definitely, sometimes that was just a small victory to get it out over the air, you know?
Yes, sir.
Looks like Oak Mountain's going into a 4-to-score type offense. Spreading out
Looks
the
like
defense.
they're looking for an open three.
Lamy out top, guarded by Quinn Davis.
There it is.
Playa for three, yes.
Threes.
You know, he just sat out there patiently waiting for it.
Yeah.
Parker drives. Quinn Davis with the ball.
I
I haven't seen this lineup together, I don't think, all year.
Well,
I haven't been to every game.
Close to a carry, but not. Coach Floyd won.
Oh, no.
Three-point attempt, Parker Chase off the front iron. Chapman Blevins.
It should be Oak Mountain ball. It is. I do
ball.
have to say, though, I've come here one time. My brother used to wrestle for Oak Mountain. Y'all have a really nice arena, man. Y'all have some pretty good.
You know, I was torn on that because I like it too. But you know, one of the things I really enjoyed being at Oak Mountain is you do force everybody to get so close to the court. It does create, you know, it's smaller. It's a little bit harder to see it. You're jam packed in there, which some people don't like, but it definitely, for the players, I know the atmosphere's got to be second to none.
Yeah, it's a really good home court advantage.
Oh my.
Deep three off the backboard, no good. At the end of three, it's Oak Mountain 38, Spain Park 32.
A lot of people won't chalk that up, but that tie-up down there was huge, all right, because you get the possession there, and Oak Mountain gets it, but they don't get a full possession there, really. They get 8 seconds, all right? They come down, they don't get to run what they want to run. Now Spain Park gets the ball back, so you almost don't mind that tie-up down there. You want the ball, but that tie-up actually helps you too.
Yeah.
So
I think a big key in the second half is Oak Mountain needs to chew clock. I think they need to chew clock, and I think Spain Park needs to be aggressive on offense. So
much like that possession we just saw down here where Oak Mountain was really patient. They were going outside, spreading it around, and ended up with the three-pointer by Playa.
Waited for the three, and they got it.
So Coach Floyd told me that Sawyer Smith is out with an injury.
Yes, Sawyer has been out for an injury. What's going on over there? Sawyer Smith has been out with an injury, sadly. He will hopefully be back soon.
So he's not out for the year?
Not out for the year.
Good. So it looks like the Eagles will send out Jasinski, Kennard, Odell, Williams, and Johnson.
I'm seeing TJ. I'm saying TJ plays the whole fourth. I think he's the leader of this team. I think he plays the whole fourth quarter, as he is out there.
Chapman, Cooper Gann, Quinn Davis, Corbin, TJ.
Oh!
Johnson creates havoc. As does Corbin when he's on the defensive end. Quinn Davis out top. 6-point lead for the Eagles. Corbin drives. Cooper Gann drives.
Good movement here.
Yep.
By Spain Park. Oh, good fake. In the corner now.
Chapman picks up his dribble out to Cooper. Cooper drives, dishes. Quinn Davis 4-3. No good.
Foul.
They're going to. Johnson draws the charge.
Daniel Johnson's just so physical.
Cooper Gann, sophomore, goes to the bench.
One of those players that are just so role player type.
Oak Mountain defensively, they take you out of your comfort zone real quick.
Yes. I think one of the things about high school basketball that can hit in a team that is down badly is the clock, because they can just sit there and hold it.
How much? I mean, and the other thing this year too is getting to 5 fouls per quarter. You know, no one-on-one anymore. You know,
And
you
the
get 2
travel.
free throws.
Yeah,
That's a big change.
that is a big change. The 5 fouls.
I tell you, you were talking about Trussville. That's one thing that was key last week for Spain Park in their victory with about 14 seconds left. Spain Park was only up by 3 and only had 1 foul though. So as Trussville, they'd let them take 2-3 seconds off the clock and they foul them and have to make them pass it back in again. You know.
That's very smart. Oh, good drive by Corbin.
Yeah. He can get up. He's only about 5'9", but he can leap. And he's physical as well. He and Johnson are
5'10" with the dreadlocks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Here's Williams up top.
At the next time out, Mike, I do have to do a plug for another Spain Park team.
Okay. Which sport?
Basketball.
Oh, wow.
Well, I think the bowling team is in the Final Four.
Bowling team, wow. That's really good. I think our girls made it to state.
I tell you, man, we got some bowling. You got bowling trophies up there.
Yeah, bowling. Oh, wow.
I didn't realize how big high school bowling is.
State champions
that's more
2016, 2017, 2022. Wow. Y'all were pretty dominant at golf for a while, too. Wow.
Got 3 years in a row, and 4 out of 5. Patrick Martin, who went on to Vanderbilt, big part of 3 of those teams.
Yeah.
Johnson, left-hander, free throw is long. Lead is 4, 6:24 remaining in the 4th period.
Do y'all think the 6A change will help, or?
I think it will. If you look at the number of students, and I mean, it's just a law of averages. You got 3,000 students, and 10% of them are, athletes, and you got 300 athletes. If you got 1,000, students, and 10% of them are athletes, so it's. I think it's definitely going to help. I think it was needed. I'm disappointed to see some of the traditional rivalries like Oak Mountain, Spain Park go away. But, if you look at what some of these other schools are doing, and when they got 5,000 students compared to,
Good drive. Ooh, good physical basket there.
Yeah, nice move by the sophomore Quinn Davis. Quinn Davis probably getting more playing time in this game than I've seen him play all year.
Yeah.
Right now he's guarding Kennard. Now here's Williams back to Kennard.
Closest lead it's been for a while.
Yep, it's down to 2. Chapman gets the loose ball. Here comes Corbin. He'll bring it up. Gets it ahead to TJ.
And 1.
That's going to be a blocking foul, basket, and the foul. It's going to be the first team foul for Oak Mountain. Jack Spain Park has 2. Oak Mountain has 1.
Looking good. Very low scoring, very defensive physical game here by both these teams so far.
My prediction is not going to come to fruition, I don't think. I said 44 to 40. I think we're going to get past that.
Yeah, you may be right. You never know.
Well, these teams can shut down. They can shut down their opponents. Spain Park's come back to take the lead, 1-point lead with 5:16 remaining in the 4th.
Oh,
good dish out there. Odell drives back to Jasinski.
good
dishes
kick.
In and out, no good. Quinn Davis having a huge
And a travel.
second
Huge.
half. They call him for the walk there.
That is big.
.503.
Lucky break there. Are y'all in Clay's region?
No, we'll be in region with Helena, Pelham, and Chelsea, with Chelsea getting reclassified to 6A.
Coach Floyd gets a TO. 30
Not
seconds.
a techno. Hey, so here, Mike, I got to do this. So here we go. Want to do a shout out to the Spain Park Mavericks, okay, winning this week's City of Hoover Youth Basketball 12th grade championship.
All right.
Logan Brownlee, Aiden Burke, Ian Norman, Jacob Olson, Tyler Walker, Wes Cicada, and
Who's the coach?
well, that's technically I was the coach, but I had two students, Cleet Ponder and Sean Corey, both came to me and they wanted to coach. So
Wow.
I let them coach. I kept the book. I had to be there, so they coached. And every once in a while they'd ask for some advice. But it was a really fun experience this year. And, you know, part of what was fun about it, you had Jonathan Bibbs and Reggie Jackson from Spain Park and another team, Richard Moon. So it was almost all Spain Park, and there were several kids from Oak Mountain there that they knew. So it was a fun season. So, but congratulations to the Spain Park Mavericks.
Nice job. Spain Park Mavericks. That's hard to say.
Yeah, so, well.
Oak Mountain with the ball. They trail by 1.
I think Oak Mountain's looking for another 3 here.
Coach Cooley, who is an assistant coach for baseball, is one of the administrators out there, as well as James Young, whose daughter Jaylee plays.
Oh.
Chapman Blevins gets the steal. Goes up, doesn't get it.
And a foul.
So, Mike, I think you're almost there, backing that one out, using the clock to your advantage, you know, and
I would say normally that's the right move, but in this game it's been so physical. The referees aren't calling every bit of
that's what I'm
contact.
saying. I think you better, you know, you're not going to get. They haven't given that call for the last 2 quarters, so you're not going to get that call on that foul. So unless you get in there, you know, I agree with you. Normal, but not sure I would have done that one.
Right now, Oak Mountain, everyone on the court for them can shoot threes, including that kid, Jasinski. This one misses. He's hit 4 tonight, all in the first half. Spain Park 1-point lead.
His misses this half have not been off by much.
No, the kid can shoot.
I mean, just a little bit too much rim, or, you know, just
Chapman out top.
He wanted that.
I think Coach Latch might have run off the bench and tackled him if he had shot it, though.
Quinn Davis getting a lot of quality minutes. Corbin for 3. In and
Wow.
yes.
Huge shot.
Kennard with the ball.
Let's see what Oak Mountain here can do.
I
Screen.
think this is the biggest lead for Spain Park all night, is it not, Mike?
They might, you may be correct on that.
I think Oak Mountain's led pretty much the entire way from the first couple of minutes until that Spain Park went up 39-38 there just a few minutes ago. And
Kennard running one-hander.
Good.
Good. 42-40.
I mean, this is what you come to expect game after game from these two teams. I don't think in the last 4 years I've only seen one blowout.
And a timeout.
3:13 yet to go. 42-40 Spain Park. We saw the games last year. Teams were much different. You had Spain Park's front line was 6'7", 6'7", 6'9". You guys had Big Trey, and but it doesn't matter what your personnel is. It would seem to be a rock fight and just down to the wire every single time. And again, you look at the last 3 years of success, and you have Hoover, Oak Mountain, and Spain Park all right next to each other, and they've all been to Final Fours. Last year, Spain Park and Hoover both went to the Final Four. Hoover won it all. So a lot of basketball talent and some good coaching right here in a little 3-mile area.
Yeah. I think a team that no one wants to play, and I think they'll probably win state, is the team up north, Huntsville.
Yeah, they look really good.
Number 9 in the nation. Very, very good team.
Now they're a team that does not lack size. Like we were talking about the teams in this region, this area, that all the size is gone, but they have good length, size.
And if you were to say they're undefeated, the only loss they've had is to the team that Cooper Flagg is on. Montravert Academy, very, very good team. So I think Huntsville will win state this year.
Huntsville, 7A.
Yes, very, very talented team.
Hoover's still formidable, but
Hoover's still in the hunt. Yes.
Yeah, that was a game, Mike. We didn't really get a true picture of Hoover because that was when we were so depleted. I think we had half JV up for that game. You know.
Right. Yes.
So and we got blown out. I mean, they're definitely good, but I'm not sure we saw a real accurate picture of, you know.
Y'all play Hoover?
We did. We've been playing one more time. We finished the year with them. The first Friday in February. So
last year there was an epic matchup right here in this gym. Spain Park won the first matchup. I think Hoover won the next one.
I think a lot of people expected Hoover Spain Park to get to the championship game. We ended up losing to Central, Phoenix City.
Yeah, Central just got as hot as you can get.
In that second half, they came out and that game got a little sideways too. Corbin Long got some early fouls and took him out of it, and just kind of
This was my prediction for the game, but
who knows? Maybe you can hold. We got 2 minutes, 56 seconds.
I don't want it to end on this. I want to see action and continue to see a good game.
Open three.
Odell for three. Long.
Out.
Tell you what, though, both these teams are going to go down to the wire fighting.
I believe that's going to be the case anytime these two square off in any sport.
You got to, I think, don't you think, Jack, that just having Coach Floyd and Coach Latch, who have coached so long together, adds a little bit of fire, just a little bit of extra gamesmanship to it?
I think there is. I think there's a little bit of rivalry between these two. I think one wants to beat the other.
They know each other so well, so it's,
obviously, Coach Floyd obviously used to be an assistant at Spain Park.
Oh. He's very well liked too. I know a lot of our girls when he couldn't coach, and he coached an AAU team for another school, and a lot of our girls here when they played against him were very upset because they were like, "We want Coach Floyd."
Here we go. You can just hold the ball.
Yep. Gotta stay patient.
That's one thing I think that Oak Mountain's done very well tonight, Mike. You talked about it, but they're getting been physical with their body and not their arms and their hands, and that's where you get the foul call a lot of times.
I like the fact that Coach Latch, even with 2 or 3 minutes, he goes to the 4 to score set, and it's not the Dean Smith 4 corners. But what it does is it forces the hand, and so Oak Mountain eventually is going to have to foul if they cannot create a turnover.
They can just hold the ball.
Well, Oak Mountain will start fouling eventually if they do not create a turnover.
Doesn't get it to go. That's saved.
1:24 remaining.
Huge possession here.
Kaczynski. Here's Williams. He drives.
Oh,
no good. TJ with the rebound. He's fouled. So it's a good foul there because look, they only have 2, so you got to get 2 more to even get into the free throw situation.
So on the one down there, though, Mike, you're better off not saving that and letting it go. That way, because you throw it, then the Oak Mountain has a chance in transition there. At least you get a chance to set up.
Yeah, but it's one of those bang bang in the moment.
Or the better play there is you get it in the air. If you think about it, call timeout as you're going out of bounds.
I would have liked to seen a timeout right there when TJ had it, but no harm done. Playa's back in for the Eagles. Corbin, he's double teamed. Get a timeout.
And a foul.
They're gonna call a foul. Okay. So that's the 4th team foul.
I don't like that passing. I've never been a big fan of passing it right underneath your goal on the press.
Yeah, the lack of options.
Not really a good idea. Obviously, you can get trapped and get a jump ball. So. Oh!
That was a long pass.
Yep. Odell, nice effort there.
Good effort by Will Odell there.
Hey, Jack, we want to thank you for joining us today.
Yes, sir. I want to thank y'all for having me, man. I came here planning to take pictures, and y'all blessed me with an opportunity, so thank you. Thank you so much to y'all.
I mean, just like you, it's always good. We did a baseball game against James Clements, and we brought their coach on early and interviewed him, and he gave us – and both sets of fans seem to enjoy it because you learn a little bit about – you learn a little bit about both schools. It makes the game a little bit more entertaining to watch, like you said earlier.
Yeah, Jack, thanks for joining us and giving us the insight on Oak Mountain. And
Yes, sir.
best of luck if you go into broadcasting and journalism.
Thank-
We'll have you on even if it's not Oak Mountain if you want to come join us for some other.
Thank you, sir. Yes.
And if you need any help, you want us to come over and look at your setup or anything, we got some extra parts and pieces, and we've been through it. So if you need any input, be more than happy to help you.
Yes, sir.
The
That'd
more,
be great.
that's part of kind of our goal was the same thing, is to kind of expose some high school athletes, high school sports, get us some exposure, have some fun, teach some kids like you're trying to do to get a portfolio, to do some broadcasting. The earlier you do it, the more comfortable you get with it.
Yes, sir.
Coach Floyd told me earlier, I asked him, because that's where I got your name from, and he said, yeah, man, he's all into it. He's always asking me for player stats and what's going on because he wants to be educated. And he said he was very complimentary. He said you've been fun to work with and done a good job with it.
Yes, thank you, Coach. I thank Coach Floyd for the commemorations. It's been great to work with the basketball team so much. They're so nice and so giving to me. It's just been a pleasure. It's just been a great time. Sad that the season's ending kind of soon, but only got 2 more home games. Oh.
Yeah, it doesn't last very long.
Yeah, it does not.
It goes by in a flash.
Oh.
Turnover. 4-point lead. Johnson's going to take it to the rack. Draw
And
the
a
foul.
There's the foul. There it is.
I tell you, you got to, you got to figure this plays a little bit in Oak Mountain's hands down the stretch here. The way they've been letting them play physical, it bodes well to be able to be aggressive going for that turnover.
Yeah, the Eagles have no problem being involved in a rock fight.
Huge.
They're physical.
Yes.
They bring it. Smallest guy on the court right now might be Johnson, and he's as physical as anyone on the court.
Huge free throw.
Free throw is no good. Johnson, the only knock on Johnson tonight is he's had issues at the line. Every other aspect of his game has been solid.
Everybody's had issues at the line tonight.
Yes, yeah. Girls, JV, varsity. Second free throw, good. That makes it a 1-score game. Full court pressure comes from the Eagles now. Playa's on the bench.
Eagles pretty good at full court pressing sometimes. Sometimes they can get it. Oh, he's trapped. He's trapped in the corner.
Corbin has it.
He's got to get across the line.
He gets it across.
Barely.
And a foul.
That's going to send Corbin to the line, shooting 2.
I'm not sure that I'm worried about shooting. I mean, free throws have been atrocious for both teams tonight, more so for Spain Park. But
Number 23, Christopher Kennard, that's his third person. 15 foul. At the line for Spain Park, number 2, Corbin Law.
I got to think, though, if you get the ball back down here, Oak Mountain, you're going to want to try to get Jasinski a 3.
Yeah.
Well, everyone on the court for the Eagles can shoot it.
Got it.
Corbin hits down a big 3, makes it a 2-possession game. Lamey's going to take a break. Offense for defensive substitutions.
Got to hit a 3 here if you're Oak Mountain. Miss or make.
Almost a lane violation there.
Second free throw also good. The lead is now 5.
Got to go.
Kennard brings it up.
Oh, he lost it.
Goes off his foot. Out of bounds. That's going to make it tough, not impossible, but tough for the Eagles now. They trail by 5. Only 27 seconds remain in the fourth.
Yeah, it's not really looking good now for Oak Mountain.
Jaguars definitely stepped up their D here the last couple of minutes, Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, both teams have. We thought the game would be played in the 40s.
You weren't off by much. What'd you call 44-40?
44-40. He didn't call 44-40. He's pretty close. Not all.
And that just goes to show, too, because I think, 44-40 with, 3:55 left. And so,
Well, it's actually that inside of a minute until they started fouling.
Another foul. Oh, no. Oh, no. That is not good to see. Oh, no. That's not good to see for anyone.
No.
I don't know if it's an ankle or a knee. He's got a brace on the ankle.
Oh. Hope he's all right. He does not look good. Looks like
I didn't see what he did.
Yeah, I couldn't really tell.
Is it cramp? He's going down like it's cramp.
Okay, good.
So what's the rule there, Mike? The guy that comes in for you has to shoot?
Well, it's changed many times, and I don't know what it is in high school, but it used to be where the opposing coach could pick the player.
Oh, the opposing coach could pick the player?
But I don't think that's the case now.
I think it's whoever comes in for you.
Jackson Bradley comes in.
I think all that's on the mind of Spain Park right now is that T.J. Lamar is okay.
Free throw is good. That's good. Good free throw there. Jackson had been out on the bench for most, if not all, of this fourth quarter. So he comes in cold, hits down a big free throw, extends the lead to 6.
This should put it out of reach here if he hits this. Buzz. Looks like TJ's okay. Hopefully he is. Oh. There we go.
7-point lead. Kennard brings it up, tries to get it to Kaczynski. Good pass there. He drives. Kennard cuts the deficit to 5.
Who's y'all's next game?
Tomorrow, there's a game tomorrow, right? A makeup game. You guys have a makeup game tomorrow?
No, I don't think so. I'm not sure. I'm not aware.
As far as player of the game,
I think it has to be Corbin Hall.
Corbin Long is my choice.
I think Corbin played a great game.
TJ was solid as usual. Quinn Davis probably had his best game of the season, I would say. Quinn Davis probably had his best performance of the year.
TJ looks okay. That is good to see for anyone.
Quinn's number 30. Sophomore, had a wrist injury, didn't play a lot. You're going to go down to get an interview with Coach Latch.
Oh, almost a steal. And just hold
Chapman.
on. That's it.
They're going to get the foul called. Foul called on the pass, 7 seconds.
And this will be the first time in a while that Oak Mountain has been swept by Spain Park.
We got to like to see TJ coming back in.
Yeah, I think that's a good sign for
I'm glad
Jags
he
fans.
went to the ground and it was a cramp, only a cramp, and not an ankle or a knee.
Yeah.
Chapman Blevins at the line, free throw off the iron, no good.
Off of the iron.
Chapman's second free throw, long, no good. Jasinski gets the rebound, pushes it ahead. Williams, deep three, no good.
And that'll do it.
Parker Chase gets the rebound. The final score, Spain Park 48 and Oak Mountain 43. Good ball game.
Good ball game from both sides.
A lot of lead changes.
Yes, a lot of lead changes. Spain Park just held on at the end, though, had great physical defense, and they were just able to hang on for the win.
Jack, we're going to, I believe George is going to head down and interview Coach Chase. Coach Chase. Coach Chase is the former girls basketball coach here, Coach Latch. We appreciate you joining us.
Thank you, sir.
Best of
and
luck.
I appreciate you. Yes,
Best of
sir.
luck to Oak Mountain the rest of the year.
Yes.
What can you say about it? They fought the entire game, didn't get a lead until the last half of the fourth quarter and found a way to grind it out for a win. What do you got to say about your team tonight, Coach?
I'm super proud. Things weren't going our way, and but they were resilient and they were tough. And that's just the character of who they are, and they found a way to win. And I'm super proud of them. That was not easy. That's a good team, well coached, with good players. And our kids had to really gut it out, and they did, and I'm real proud of them.
Seemed like you had to make a lot of in-game adjustments, and they responded well to that. Is that, because again, you got two coaches that know each other pretty well, and they did seem to match up well and take away some of what you like to do.
I'm super proud of our guys because we can tweak things, adjust things, draw things up. Our guys are dialed in enough to be able to execute it. That's what I'm super proud of.
Great win tonight, Coach. 4-0 in area play. Good luck. Go Jags. I'm joined by Spain Park. Come on. I'm joined by Spain Park player Quinn Davis. Quinn came in late, but you definitely made the most of your minutes. How'd you feel tonight?
And I felt great. Glad we got another area win at home, 4-0.
So you've been kind of biding your time on the bench. I think you had a little bit of injury with your wrist, and now you're back to full strength. But you didn't seem to miss a beat, and gave your offense a little bit of spark when they needed it.
Yeah, I mean, I weren't really expecting much. Like you said, I've been on the bench, so I just went in and did my best. It worked out.
I think you look about 150, 160 dripping wet, but you definitely didn't play like it. You fought in there. Is that probably one of the more physical games you guys have played all season?
Definitely more physical.
So, last question for you. Feel like you're back to 100%, or are you just still trying to get a little feel back?
Yeah, definitely, 110%.
All right, good win tonight, Coach. Good win tonight, Quinn. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Once again, the final score, Spain Park 48, Oak Mountain 43. Oak Mountain led by double digits. Spain Park came back. Both teams played great defense. Both teams also struggled from the free throw line. But in the end, it was the Jaguars 48 and Oak Mountain 43. Make sure to check out the next broadcast right here on GameDay, sportsradio.com.